Progressive knows when you own a boat, life on land is a tough sell.
Come on down to Land, the place where you can do so much walking. You can walk to work, the bus stop, or the gym, where you can pretend you're walking up an endless flight of stairs. Even when you're flying somewhere, you can take a really long walk through the airport. It's Land.
Life on a boat is way more relaxing, and it's even more relaxing when you protect your boat with Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, #1 rating based on 2022 boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
You've got to watch your NFL team every Sunday, and Verizon's got you covered for all your team's out-of-market games every Sunday afternoon. Come on! From kickoff to sign-off, from first downs and touchdowns to turnovers, and overturned plays.
After review, the pass was incomplete.
Nice! Let's go! This season, win every Sunday with Verizon. Get a great deal on NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV, and a new phone. Excludes digital-only games. Terms and embargoes apply.
Good afternoon.
Morales mailed it in again?
Yeah, he's off today, apparently.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah, everybody's off. I always know when it's Friday because you can park anywhere you want.
Yeah, and you can hit a golf ball through this building, not hit anybody.
There's nobody here on Friday.
There's nobody here.
Ever.
Yeah.
Imagine getting here at like 9 o'clock. It's just Travis, Sliwa, and Emily.
Yeah, you got the whole place to yourself. That's not bad.
This is the first day I've celebrated Casual Friday. I didn't know it was actually a thing, but I just wore my workout clothes to work today.
As you should. It's Friday. There's nobody here. You can do what everyone...
By the way, you can wear those clothes on the other days.
What do we
if you
think
want.
of these shoes?
Aren't those your Dumb and Dumber shoes
Those are
from
my
the...
and you know what? They're the most comfortable shoes I have, the bright orange Dumb and Dumber
my
shoes.
bright light blue shoes I used to play pickleball, and they're great.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
They're great. So, in Olympics today, we'll let you know that the U.S. women's 4x100-meter relay team did win. Sha'Carri Richardson part of that team. And now, again, fumbling of the baton. Team USA men's 4x100 did not win, and they finished 7th and were disqualified. The U.S. men's team has not won the 4x100 in 20 years.
And it's the third time in this century they've screwed up the baton.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem that difficult.
I mean,
you would
I don't know what it is. It's like it always seems the U.S. has struggled so much with the baton.
It almost would be smarter if the guy just stands still,
right.
takes it, and then takes off.
We got really fast guys, but but we can't handle a baton.
Now, I found it interesting.
Sounds like a personal
Did
problem.
any of the three of you watch any of the women's game this morning?
No, not this morning.
Women's basketball. Great. Did you watch it?
I'm assuming we won by many points.
Right. I didn't either. I saw it was on. I flipped over it. And then I realized if Caitlin Clark was in that game, I would have watched.
Right.
But I didn't. And that's why they made a mistake not putting her on the team. It had no reason for me to watch. Like you say, Mace, they're going to win. They win every year.
Correct.
They've won 8 straight gold medals or something.
Like 538 straight games.
But there was no reason. I've seen all these other girls play before on the national stage, and they're all great. But it just didn't appeal to me. Now, and so everybody said, well, she can wait her turn. Well, the reason you put her on the team is she gets you ratings.
Right, but first of all, NBC's got great ratings, so I'm not sure that that's necessarily part of it. But what I don't understand is, so she's going to be an Olympian, and she's probably going to do it 4 times, and she's probably going to win 4 gold medals.
That they didn't take her when she was 22.
She's only 22. I mean,
right.
Lisa Leslie won.
So she would be
5, right?
She would be 20, but she went when she was 21. So Caitlin Clark is going to be 26, 30, 34. If she's 38, then she'd be in a 4th Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what Lisa Leslie did.
I think Lisa Leslie started at 21 and went 21, 25, 29, 33,
right.
37.
But here's what and obviously Caitlin Clark would have brought more
and
eyeballs.
Diana Taurasi's doing it this year.
Okay, yeah. So
Lisa Leslie has 4 golds.
4 golds, not 5.
So she didn't go 37. She went 33.
She went 96 through 2008.
2008. Okay. By the way, she would be an interesting choice to light the cauldron at the Olympics in 4 years, right?
Right. I definitely think she'll be one of the people that
carry
runs with the torch.
Yeah.
What will be interesting will be how they execute it.
Right.
I'm trying to remember. Rayford Johnson was the one who did it in 84, right?
Yes.
He's no longer with us. It'll be interesting to see who gets that distinction.
Yeah.
Magic would be good.
Magic would be good. Allison Felix would be good. L.A. You think about L.A. Olympians. Those are some of the possibilities. What I was going to say about Caitlin Clark is, so there's all this, like, for example, 3-on-3 basketball, right? There's all this qualifying, and you go to a tour, and you do all that work. You know, that's what the U.S. Women's team did. They went through the FIBA World Basketball Classic. They qualified. They did all this stuff. And Caitlin Clark would have short-circuited the process. I have no problem with her waiting a year. I understand more eyeballs would have been there. But there is a process here that
By the way,
that makes sense.
None of the men's people, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, LeBron, none of them went through the qualifying. They just let other guys
Right,
do
who
it.
did the qualifying?
It was like Austin Reeves.
That's right. Last summer, yeah.
Whoever they had.
Yeah, I don't have a huge. I know the Caitlin Clark thing is huge. I've spoken on it. I'm not especially.
Yeah, I mean that's why you do it, is because people would watch more. But like you said, the ratings have been great.
Yeah, the ratings. You see who's at the closing ceremonies?
No.
Billie Eilish.
Okay. She's going to perform?
Yes, going to perform.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg, who's now going to perform.
Sense.
And Red Hot Chili Peppers. This is going to be part of the come to L.A., the next Olympics.
I was going to say, I wonder why you wouldn't, and maybe they will, I wonder why you wouldn't have the Chili Peppers play here.
Right, I think they are playing in L.A. So in other words, it's like the next. There's always a moment in the closing ceremonies where they flash forward to the next city, and I think that's where
hand the keys and
so you get the torch, even though it wasn't a real
LED light
fire in the cauldron.
Who's representing the United States at these Olympics from a government perspective?
I haven't
I know
heard.
Karen Bass, the mayor of L.A., is over there.
She's going to be.
I know Casey Wasserman's over there. He's the head of the Olympics, the L.A. Olympic movement. But who will they give the key to? Like, is Jill Biden over there? Or
they will give it to Karen Bass.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the one that's going to receive the torch.
Okay,
that's what happened. You probably remember when Tokyo got the Olympics the year before. The mayor of Tokyo showed up at the other stadium, and
then they handed him
right. And
you do like a handoff,
and it's got something to do with Tom Cruise skydiving into the Hollywood sign and Red Hot Chili Peppers playing.
Okay.
And sounds like it's going to be pretty spectacular. So that's on Sunday night, and the closings last night we were like looking around for something to watch, and I'm like, no, let's watch the Olympics. It's only on for a couple more nights.
Right.
And last night was all the really good track
Matter
and field.
of fact, it's only on for 3 more nights.
Yeah, 3 more nights, yeah. And the U.S. men's basketball team plays for the gold medal on Saturday.
And the women do it on Sunday.
And I think I saw the U.S. is an 18-point favorite.
Were they? I thought they'd be more like 11.
Yeah, you said 11. I think I saw 18.
18's interesting. I think most people will probably bet on France with that many points.
Oh, I'd lay those points. Lay those points.
Now you would. You already got burned going the other way.
Yeah.
American.
Let me see. What is the official spread? Okay, so I'll put 50,000 mythical dollars on Team USA minus the 17.5.
Yeah, and that may come down. You never know. When people start betting, it may come down.
It's actually, you know what? It's USA minus 16.
Yeah.
That's the official line.
15.5?
Yeah, 15.5.
Yeah,
I think they'll win. I think they'll roll them.
That's
I'm
way
not gonna
too
need,
many.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
Too little points.
Well,
they're going to roll them.
They're going to roll them. I agree. They're going to roll them.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, it depends if France could make shots. Like, Serbia made shots.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, I was reading today, I heard Windhorse say, that's where it came from, that LeBron was on Jokic the entire fourth quarter yesterday defensively.
I was going to bring this up. I think that's what you do when we play the Nuggets this year.
You put LeBron?
Now, my worry with it is, and tell me what you guys think, is it's a lot of energy exerted by LeBron. And you're asking him to be your best offensive player, and now you're having him guard Jokic.
And are you sacrificing some offense by using him defensively on Jokic? But he did a really good job yesterday. I also didn't realize Jokic was playing with 4 fouls, and there are only 5 international play.
Yeah, he struggled a lot. LeBron's such a good athlete that you would, just the athlete alone. But it's a good option for J.J. Redick to have when we play Denver this year.
Is there any part of you that is worried, and I'm saying this with no bias or whatsoever, so you don't get mad at me.
Okay.
Austin Reeves, when he played in FIBA, got tired for the beginning of the season because he played in the FIBA World Championships. are you worried at all about LeBron being tired? He's playing defense at a high level against players like Jokic right now. Are you worried at all about his stamina at the early parts of the season?
Well, today is August 9th?
Sure. But he's doing something that's going to be 40 in the summer.
Yeah, so August 10th. And by the way, he doesn't turn 40 till the end of the calendar year, December 30th.
39.
Yeah, he's hanging on to 39 as long as he can.
Holding on
I'm hanging on to 59 as long as I can.
If the NBA season started on September 10th, a month from now, I would say you have a point. But it doesn't start for 2 months from then.
That's what happened with Austin Reeves, though. It was the same kind of time frame, and it took him probably about 3-4 months to really get it figured out.
In case you haven't figured it out yet, LeBron is an athletic freak. I mean, the guy works out every single day and doesn't stop. So, and he spends $1 million a year on his body. He's got a cryo chamber in his house.
Yep.
LeBron is not the guy you have to worry about. And the one thing you want is for any of these NBA guys to come out of this healthy. You don't want anybody getting hurt.
Right.
And so only one more game, and that should be good.
So then would you worry about Anthony Davis?
More than I would about LeBron, because AD's not the athletic freak that LeBron is.
So if we get to December and we're saying, God, Anthony Davis just looks tired, or LeBron just looks tired, are you going to blame the Olympics?
I don't know. I'll have to see how they look.
Am I going to blame the Olympics?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. If I was LeBron or AD and I was asked to be on the Olympic team, I'm saying yes every time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm not saying don't play in the Olympics. I'm just asking questions.
Well, no, I think it's a fair question.
Right.
But
I mean,
when has LeBron shown any signs of wear and tear? He
just
doesn't.
He usually, after the in-season tournament, it kind of seemed like he
although the guy
down.
didn't he play 70 games last year?
Yeah, 65, I think.
Yeah, so
I don't know. It just seems like if this comes up, if it does happen where one of these guys, Anthony Davis or LeBron, are tired at the beginning of the season, we're all going to say, like, geez.
By the way,
the Olympics,
we have put that on Austin Reeves. I don't know that was
he
ever.
Said it was.
Did he say it was?
He said it was, yeah. He said that it was. He had never done that before. He had never been in playing international and playing that tough of as hard as he has during the summer, and it just took him a while to adjust back to the NBA game.
LeBron has
we could do some research on this if we wanted to, because LeBron's played in 4 other Olympics, so I mean we can see how he
did after the Olympics.
Seasons. Yeah, but I think LeBron is he's one of one. He just doesn't. I mean, his numbers now in his age 39 season were better than they were in his age 23 season.
Right.
There you go.
All right, coming up next for you, got a little Dodgers. There is one statistic that they lead in that is absolutely screwing them over. I've got that coming up next for you. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. This fall, the new home of the USC Trojans.
The new home of the USC Trojans.
The Trojans are back.
The USC Trojans play on LA's mega sports station.
That's right. USC football, USC men's basketball, and USC women's basketball are on 710 ESPN coming this fall.
710 ESPN, the new home of the USC Trojans.
Hey guys, it's Cappy here, and let me talk to you about this issue of dealing with your homeowner's insurance. So your home floods, right? You have a big giant flood at your house, and you realize that the insurance adjuster is trying to pay you so little that you won't be able to repair the damage. That is when you call Avner Gatt. Avner Gatt is a public insurance adjuster who is on your side. Look, you can try and negotiate with the insurance company yourself. I've tried. You're going to find out very quickly it is not that simple. Avner Gatt and his team negotiate on your behalf to make sure you're getting the best possible outcome, not the insurance company. He and his team have been dealing with insurance companies for so many years. It's all they do. They've got the experience. They've got the industry know-how. Or visit AvnerGatt.com. That's AVNERGAT, AvnerGatt.com. You call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. Avner takes the call himself. Hello!
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Leaving for the gym so early?
I'm ready to go.
Since you started taking Nugenix Total T, you've been acting like when we met in our 20s.
I feel like myself again. Lower testosterone after turning 40 slowed me down. Nugenix Total T has been a game changer for me.
What is it about Nugenix Total T that's different?
It's a key ingredient called Tesnor. It boosts free and total testosterone to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. Total T is backed by 5 clinical studies.
I've seen the huge difference it's made for you in the gym, at work, and in the bedroom.
I'm so glad I sent them a text for my complimentary bottle. Text ORDER to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling testosterone-boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and we'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text ORDER to 321-321. That's ORDER to 321-321.
And it is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwich between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
Quick little nugget. Left tackle for the USC Trojans, Elijah Page, limped off the field today, but he's expected to be okay. Going to be a huge part of that offensive line this year for USC as we get ready for their opener, September the 1st in Vegas. All right, so I want to, in celebration of the USA's outstanding performance in Paris, we're going to take caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN. You win a $50 Island gift card. Enjoy ice-cold beer on tap, signature Mai Tais, juicy burgers, famous fresh-cut seasoned fries. Islands, your local paradise awaits. Again, caller number 7, 877-710-ESPN. $50 from one of my favorite restaurants, Islands. All right, so, John, the Dodgers lead the league in something bad. Blown saves.
Do they?
They
really?
have blown more saves than any team in Major.
Games missed due to injury.
Yeah, well, they may lead in that too, but blown saves. And the bullpen has been an ongoing issue for them. Evan Phillips has become, he's pitched so badly, you almost don't want to see him out there now. Bergman, and he's talking on the phones, but Bergman thinks it's because they moved him to be sort of that high leverage guy to face the middle lineup in the 6th or the 7th or the 8th and not necessarily using him as a closer. Michael Kopech, I think, is going to make a big difference in that bullpen. I think Ryan Brazier, when he finishes his rehab at AAA, I think he's going to be really important. Blake Trinan, after he gets done with his injured list stint, which I think was just overwork, I think he makes a difference too. I think the bullpen, and Travis Rodgers said yesterday, they don't win the World Series because of the bullpen. I still think the bullpen has a chance to come around.
We've got, 7 weeks left in the
season?
Yes,
plenty of time.
I don't know how many times I got to repeat this. People making statements like that, like the Dodgers aren't going to the World Series or the Dodgers aren't making the playoffs. These aren't the Dodgers.
But Travis specifically said because of the bullpen.
Right. Here's why I think all these things are related.
Yeah.
Kershaw's just coming back.
Yep.
Bobby Miller's out. Walker Buehler out.
Yes.
Yoshi Yamamoto out. Dustin May obviously out. Hasn't been there all year.
Yep.
If any of these starters come back and can give you more innings, it puts less stress on the bullpen.
Sure.
One of the reasons the bullpen's been getting lit up is that they have to keep going to it.
Yep.
And I think
and
when
the starters aren't giving them depth.
Right. I think when you get more innings out of your starters, which hopefully will come when some of these guys come back and pitch deeper into games, alleviates some of these bullpen issues. I'm not down on the Dodgers at all. Now, if you tell me a week from now, Greg, that Mookie Betts had a setback, Max Muncy had a setback, Freddie Freeman has to take another leave, None of the pitchers are coming back. Then I'll jump on Travis's train and say not their year. But I'm not saying it yet.
No, and his whole thing is just about the bullpen. He understands the offense. He understands the rotation. It's just about the bullpen. To me, you need 3 great relievers in the postseason. He's off. He's already jumped off.
He's clearly
not allowed back on at this
point.
No,
he's on a little dinghy floating away. Actually, we put him on like Kate Winslet had.
Yeah, he's on a door.
He's on a door that is floating right now.
And he was pushed away.
And poor Slee is trying to hang on to the door.
Yeah, Slee's gone.
Don't let me go, Trav.
I'll never let go, Slee. But it's about the bullpen, and you need 3 dudes that are just going to be really, really strong. And I think they have. I heard you talk. I was answering phones. Kopech is one. I worry that I want to say Daniel Hudson, but he wasn't even supposed to make it to summer.
Yeah, I know.
I felt like so
he's due for an IL.
Yeah, but he should go on the IL.
Yeah.
Just be ready for October.
Yes.
So if they don't get their bullpen fixed and have it like 3 guys that they can absolutely rely on, then they'll be in trouble. But I think they can. I think they have enough.
Now the Pirates are in town this weekend. And tonight, Jack Flaherty makes his home debut for the Dodgers, and he has had a really good year, had a really good first start for L.A. Paul Skenes is pitching tomorrow night at Dodger Stadium versus River Ryan, which is a really interesting matchup. We were looking at Skenes' numbers. John,
he's kind of a lock for Rookie of the Year, right? Well, that guy playing for the Padres is playing really well.
Jackson Merrill is very good, but I think Skenes is the guy. Skenes gave up 6 runs in June. He gave up 5 runs in July. He is pitching so well. He's got a $1.99 ERA now. I think he's got a real shot to win the Cy Young Award, depending on how he finishes. It's pretty much him, and we decided Chris Sale is probably the guy.
Having a really big year.
Skenes is really, really good. I would vote for him for Cy Young.
You'd vote for Skenes.
I'd vote for Skenes.
There's just not a guy that does what he does, has come in like him in a really, really long time. Somebody that's coming in and throwing 104 miles an hour just with regularity. That just doesn't happen, and just blowing guys away. That 6 runs total in June is 1 Gavin Stone start.
That's true. It's true.
I just, it's kind of amazing. So to me, he's the Cy Young. Because he just blows you away.
Sale is the favorite, slight favorite over Skenes, and then Zach Wheeler from Philly, Hunter Green from Cincinnati, Dylan Cease from the Padres, and then Tyler Glasnow is number 6 in Vegas at plus 6,000. So for 100, you get 6,000. It means it's not happening. But you pointed out, Aroldis Chapman is the setup guy for David Bednar for this Pittsburgh team, and you've been you had your jugs gun out, right?
I've never heard of this. 105 miles an hour?
That's insane.
Aroldis Chapman got clocked at 104.9 the other night. 104. I mean, it was a big deal when Nolan Ryan hit 100.
Right.
Has anyone ever hit 105?
Probably a Georgia football player.
I mean, 105. I don't even see that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yep.
It's just not something you see. It's 105.8 is the highest. It was Aroldis Chapman with the Reds.
Yeah, so
doing it for like
he's
10
basically
years,
flirting
too.
with his own.
You're laughing at your own jokes still.
No, it's just weird. I don't know why it popped into my head. Georgia has all these speeding incidents with players. So I was like 105.
Yeah,
Georgia.
It was a good line.
Football
Sounds
player.
about right.
Sure.
But you're laughing about it a minute later.
I still think it's
Someone has to laugh.
If you get it, you get it.
Yeah.
Right. All right, coming up next for you, going to spin the wheel of questions. That is coming up next. Plus, John, if you're given the best man speech at a wedding, how much freelancing should you do?
This is funny.
That's coming up. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you're looking for something to eat today, try BB Go. It's the official game day snack of the Lakers, mouthwatering Korean snacks and meals, and it only takes a couple minutes. Keep your freezer stocked with BB Go for a delicious meal. It's the #1 food brand in Korea, and they're making the whole world more delicious. As they like to say, minimum effort, maximum flavor. Now, I get mine at Ralph's, but BB Go is available at all major grocery stores in the freezer aisle. If you don't know where to start, BB Go Mandu are the largest, juiciest dumplings in the market. So just remember, If you can't decide what you want to eat, try BB-Go. It's great. It's fast. You'll thank me later. Every day is the day to live delicious with BB-Go, the official game day snack of the Lakers.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcasts.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, Southern California's premier resort casino experience. See for yourself what made readers of Newsweek and USA Today name Pechanga the best casino outside of Las Vegas. Enjoy Pechanga's world-class resort amenities, exceptional entertainment, dining, spa, and golf, and of course, 24/7 gaming excitement. Head to Pechanga Resort Casino, just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information.
Just as every point matters, every detail counts in our meticulously crafted vehicles. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Welcome to Cadillac of Beverly Hills, the #1 Cadillac dealer in the Western region for the 3rd year in a row. Come and check out the incredible selection of new and pre-owned vehicles today at our showroom, 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, and at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Next Gen is the official AC heat and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans. That's right. Next Gen, absolutely the best in the biz, and thousands of 5-star reviews online to prove it. Keep your home comfortable year-round with their Next Gen Rewards membership plan. That's right. Get your whole home covered with multi-point tune-ups and professional cleanings on your home's air conditioning and water heating systems. Full plumbing inspections, complimentary diagnostic charges, and discount parts on repairs. Join the Next Gen Rewards membership and get on the VIP list with a guaranteed 2-hour window priority service.
Hey, ESPN LA listeners, it's John Ireland. You want to play golf with me and corporate Greg Bergman? You can, thanks to Terranea. If you listen to the show, you know Terranea is my favorite place in the world. It's like going to Hawaii without getting on a plane. Well, you can play golf with Bergman and I at the links at Terranea, and then we'll buy you lunch. Here's how you win. Send a video of your golf swing to @ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram or on Twitter. We'll take a look at your golf swing. If you impress us, you'll be playing golf at Terranea with me and Bergman, and then we'll buy you lunch. And you can all you can eat, all you can drink. We don't care. We're not paying.
SafeStep walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. SafeStep walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
All right. Let's see what comes up. Oh, this was interesting. This happened today. Okay. Deion Sanders hosting a press conference.
Okay.
CBS. Now, I don't know if this was CBSSports.com, CBS TV. Somebody at CBS wrote an article that said Colorado's the second worst program in the country. Somebody brought it to Deion's attention. So some reporter showed up at Deion's press conference today, and this happened.
That's the end of that question, I guess. Next guy. Eric Christensen with CBS Sports Colorado.
CBS,
Tyler.
I'm not doing nothing with CBS. Next question.
Joe Rigo, Mile High
Ain't got
Sports
nothing to do with
Radio.
you. This is above that. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I got love for you. I appreciate you, respect you. Ain't got nothing to do with you. They know what they did.
I'm here in Denver, not national.
You are who you are. CBS is CBS.
All right.
Joe Rico, my life split. You. I respect you. That's why I told you that. I'm looking you in the eye as a man. I respect you. I got love for you. But what they did was foul.
All right. So that's how Deion handled it. So here's my question. Do you think Colorado fans appreciate what Deion did today?
Colorado fans.
Or do you think he should have just answered the question? Do you think he created a bigger problem by not answering?
He created a bigger problem because here's what happened, John. So you told me this story, and I immediately searched out the CBS Sports story, which names Deion Sanders as the second worst coach in the Big 12. I never would have known about this article had Deion Sanders not said, I don't talk to CBS.
You can always make a bad story worse.
Yes.
And I think Deion did that here. Although, Greg, you were there for a while.
Yep.
They're probably going to line up behind him, aren't they?
I think most people will. They just like him and his energy. But the fact of the matter is, when he got to Colorado, he blew everybody out and then didn't win. So now if you're going to do this, blow everybody out, not win, and if he keeps losing.
Won early. He won his first 3 games and then went in the toilet.
Yeah. Yes. And then so if he does not win more, they're going to start calling for his head. It's like, this is not what I signed up for. You're getting rid of everybody. You're fighting with news organizations. It may just not work itself.
Brian, did you know Deion Sanders was the second worst head coach in the Big 12?
I had no idea. When I listened to it, I thought it was about the other story that came out this week about like the locker room
Oh, the
stuff.
locker room
That's
and the
what I thought
guns
he
and all
was
that
talking
stuff.
about.
Yeah.
Wasn't that ESPN?
No. Who wrote that article?
Oh, no, it was Athlon.
Athlon.
Oh, it was.
Exactly, yeah, Athlon.
So I think
CBS is the one that wrote the story about him being the second worst coach in the Big 12.
no idea.
Yeah.
So
by the way, if I was that reporter, like in the future even, if I was that reporter and they called on me, and I'd say, "Hi, Coach, I'm John Ireland. Nice to meet you. Tell me about your defense." You see what I did there?
Yeah, right.
I didn't mention any affiliation. I wonder if he would. Do you think he would say, who do you represent? Maybe he would.
Maybe.
I don't
By
know.
the way, I would imagine the Denver CBS affiliate is going to run exactly what happened, and it's going to make the reporter look better because he got shut down by Deion. I think that's news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said that he was the second worst. I feel like this is a setup for who's the actual worst.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Isn't it automatically whoever is at Kansas? Don't they never
Kansas
win
was good last year
in football in
Yeah, they
Kansas?
were
Who
pretty
is
good
the
last-
worst? That's a good question.
I feel like it's a
Here's
setup
what's
for
weird.
Deshaun
It's
Foster.
not even in the article. The worst.
So now you just think Deion's the worst coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is something. Second worst coach.
Because there's somebody worse than him. I just don't know. Is it someone from Rutgers?
That is
But
weird.
what Mason brought up is actually a really good point. If you bring up, if you're the bigger fish, and in this case Deion's the bigger fish.
Yep.
If you bring up what someone did to slight you, and I would have never known about it otherwise, didn't you just do exactly what they wanted you to do?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it just, I remember one time, I've told this story a bunch, but shockingly, years and years ago, some guy at a paper in San Diego wrote a bunch of stuff about me that wasn't untrue, and I rattled off a response to it, just called him every name in the book. And before I sent it, I just said, I want to get another set of eyes on this. So I sent it to Mason, and he calls me and he goes, "What are you doing?" And I go, "What?" He goes, "This is Joe Blow from the North County Tribune.
You're John Ireland.
No one is going to read this.
Yeah.
You're making this 10 times worse." And I went, "You know what? You're 100%
Yeah, if I was that
right."
writer, I would do another article with excerpts from your story,
Right.
from your complaint.
He goes, "If you send this, he's just going to run this."
Yeah.
And
then go read his story when they weren't going to.
Right,
Correct,
right.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I learned that day, don't make a bad situation worse. And I think Deion did
Well, I think
that
there
today.
isn't the oldest rule in the book is don't punch down.
Right.
Yeah. Some guy at the Escondido Times is
Escondido,
does
hello.
not merit the attention of John
nuclear
Ireland.
reaction.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
which is what I gave him.
All right, so you came up with this story here. The "Am I the A-hole" part of Reddit is always good, the thread. And you came up with a good one here.
Okay, so here's the story. Guy gets married.
Yep.
Asks his best friend. Brian, have you asked somebody to be your best man yet?
I don't think we're going to
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're not going to have a best
Right.
man? Because I was going to put forward my candidacy.
You have
we
a fight
should,
now.
Brian,
let me
We're
tell you-
fighting.
We should have a vote.
No,
Yeah.
Brian, let me tell you right
competition.
now. I am the perfect wedding guest. So invite me to your wedding. I will buy you a very nice gift, and I will be not attending.
Brian, I will be there if I'm invited.
That's my
in support of you and Allison.
That's my MO. I will buy you and Allison a very lavish gift.
Oh yeah,
will Vegas? I take it back. I will go.
Will it
be at the Sphere? Yeah,
no.
Are you going to get them a votive candle
like
thing
I did for
like
Lindsay
you did for
Theory?
Lindsay Theory? That's in her garage right now.
Yeah, I know. For people who don't know that story, we made Lindsay Theory. We put her on the spot. Mason gave her cash. I gave her something. We spent roughly the same amount. Mason gave her cash. I gave her something off her registry, and we said, what would you prefer? And she goes, I'm not going to answer that. I'm looking at the candles right now. They're very low. And I said, screw it, Lindsay. I bought the candles. If I get a do-over, do you want the candles or you want cash? And she had this long pause. She goes, cash.
Yes.
And so that is the answer. So, Brian, that may be what you're getting from me is cash. But here's the story from the Am I the A-hole? This guy asked his best friend to be his best man. Right. And they get to the wedding, and the wedding goes very well. Mm-hmm. Wedding's great, reception's great, and it comes to the time where this guy goes to give the best man speech.
Yep.
And he stands up and he goes, this has been a great wedding. I'm honored to be the best man, and I'm so inspired by it. And he turns to his girlfriend and proposes on the spot at the wedding reception. The groom is so mad at him that after he proposes, the girl says yes. The groom walks over to him and says, I can't believe you just did that. I'm throwing you out of the reception, and throws him out. Greg, did the best man deserve to be thrown out of the reception for what he did?
Absolutely not. No. I get that it's your day. This also sounds like the groom had a discussion with the bride. The bride didn't like it, and then the groom took up for the bride,
which is the right thing to do.
I wouldn't kick him out. I wouldn't kick him out though. He's your best friend. He's the best man. You'd go up to me and say, "Hey, man, that really wasn't cool. I really would have liked you to talk to me about that first before you did that." Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to throw you out.
That happened, and the groom said, "Why didn't you come to me? Why didn't you tell me?" And the best man said, "Because I thought it'd be a really cool surprise for you."
But well, I mean, that was just dumb by the best man.
Right.
But you don't throw him out.
Did the best man deserve to get thrown out?
Not at all. I don't think so. I mean, was it uncalled for? Maybe not the right place, right time. But honestly, I wouldn't have an issue with it at all.
I'd
definitely
boot him.
Can't kick him out.
I'd boot him.
No,
get out of here.
On.
Get out of here. No, because you know what? It's the bride who is upset. The bride doesn't want any shine taken away by somebody else proposing in the middle of the best man speech.
You're 100% right with your assessment of this situation, but the bride didn't throw him out. The groom did.
Well, the bride can't throw the best man.
Let me ask you this. Why'd Will Smith slap Chris Rock?
It wasn't because he felt like doing it.
I think it was Jada that instigated that. Here's what he wrote. After the initial shock wore off, I confronted the friend and told him he was out of line. He said he thought it would be a great surprise and assumed I'd be happy for him. I told him he was selfish and inconsiderate, and I kicked him out of the reception. Now some of our mutual friends are saying I overreacted and that I should have let it slide for the sake of our friendship. My wife fully supports my decision, but I'm starting to wonder if I was too harsh. I don't think it should be the permanent end of a friendship.
It might be.
No.
Well, now it's going to be, but from the best man's side. You're like, you kicked me out. I'm done.
I knew a guy once that was getting married, and his best friend, he asked his best friend to be his best man, and the guy said sure. And a couple months for the wedding, and this was his best friend, he came to him and he goes, "You cannot marry this girl. All of us think this is a horrible idea. I'm coming to you as your best friend. She's not kind.
Right.
She's not warm. She's not going to make you happy. I was the one who drew the short straw, and I'm the one that gets to tell you." And that was the end of the friendship.
Wow.
They no longer speak. And the funny thing is, they got married. They had 3 kids. And the minute the 3rd kid got out of high school, they got divorced.
Right.
So I don't know who was right there, but did something similar happen to you?
That was the exact same thing that happened to me. One of my best friends was in my wedding. He came to me probably a week or 2 before. He goes, I can't be in this wedding. I cannot do it. I don't think she's right for you. Your family doesn't like her. None of your friends like her. You should not.
Did your friendship with this person survive it?
No, we were no longer friends.
Even
we are
though
friends
he was
now.
right.
Even though he's right, we are friends now. When we got divorced, I had to go back to him.
You rekindled it.
I rekindled it, and I still talk to him now, but I missed his...
But you guys have never been the same since he came to you with that.
We're good now, but I went to his wedding. He invited me to his wedding later on, but I should have been up there standing with him, and I wasn't. So that really hurt me, but for the fact was, he did that. He left my wedding.
So I have a friend, girlfriend, who was getting married, and the maid of honor, I won't say who it was, but it was somebody of note. And so they were standing up there, and the minister asked, "Will you take the bride?" And the maid of honor said really loud, "If you don't, I will." Ended the friendship. Wow. Because she stole the spotlight at this unbelievably important moment in my friend's life.
I actually think that's kind of funny.
No, come on. It's not about the maid of honor. It's about
that's
her.
That's the moral of that story.
Yeah, it ended. Yeah. It ended. That was. I'll tell you off the air who it was.
Yeah, I'll tell you off the air who the other one was. You'll laugh,
good.
because you know all the parties involved.
Okay, good. All right, coming up next, going to do some sports graffiti. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. 15, 20, maybe 25 seconds of airtime for you. Free airtime to say whatever it is that you want to say. It can be Dodgers. It could be Olympics, whatever you got. It could be bad wedding moments like we were just talking about. 877-710-ESPN. We'll do sports graffiti next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's Friday.
Hey, ESPN LA listeners, it's John Ireland. You want to play golf with me and corporate Greg Berkman? You can, thanks to Terranea. If you listen to the show, you know Terranea is my favorite place in the world. It's like going to Hawaii without getting on a plane. Well, you can play golf with Bergman and I at the links at Terranea, and then we'll buy you lunch. Here's how you win. Send a video of your golf swing to @ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram or on Twitter. We'll take a look at your golf swing. If you impress us, you'll be playing golf at Terranea with me and Bergman, and then we'll buy you lunch. And you can eat, all you can drink. We don't care. We're not paying.
From the oil, and it's staring at you. And all I want to do is just take some tortilla.
It's the Mid-Morning Spectacular.
Don't miss Travis Lee, live from LA Live.
710 ESPN.
Get your red on and enjoy Angels baseball from the comfort of a suite. Entertain guests with all-inclusive packages. Call 888-796-HALO or visit angels.com/suites.
Starting Monday, September 9th, there's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it means the 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block begins an hour earlier. Even more live and local LA sports talk on 710 ESPN. The Travis and Sliwa Show will start at 9 a.m. Mason and Ireland move back to noon to 3, and Shinano and Cappy start the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover at 3 p.m. And then at 6 p.m., we are the destination for LA sports. It's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it begins Monday, September 9th.
Hey, it's Travis.
And Slee. By now you have heard about our good friends at the law office of Joseph S. Normand.
When my son Bobby was in an accident, we called Joe and he hit it out of the park. That's why I trust Joe.
No insurance company is ever on your side. Anything you say to them can and will be used against you. Joe and his team will treat you like family, get you the medical attention you need, and the max compensation you deserve.
Call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com.
The law office of Joseph S. Normand.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
It's Friday.
That means anything goes today. Ireland, you're out now. Why don't you do the honors today?
All right, here we go. Sports graffiti. You got 10, 15 seconds to say whatever you want. We start with Aaron. Aaron, you're on sports graffiti. Go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? 2 things about the Olympics. First thing about Caitlin Clark, 4 words. She should be there.
Okay.
She should be there.
Yeah, I think you're in the majority there.
It feels like she's missing. It really does. My second point, it feels like France has really gone all out with the aesthetics of the Olympics. They even got Snoop Dogg. I feel like they're kind of stolen from us. You're the commissioner of 2028 LA. How do we do this to make sure France doesn't top
It
us?
is a good question, and we should get into that later.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
can LA do? What can Casey Wasserman and the rest of the LA organizing committee do? Here's Heather. Heather, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Heather.
Hey there, guys. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Hey, Mace, just want to say you're looking really good. Summer Shred.
Thank you very much, Heather.
Hey, and I'm calling in for Walk Talk. I am on 178 days of getting 10,000 steps or more, and my husband, he's, I think, about 20 days after me, so keep it up.
178 days of 10,000
That's
steps?
awesome.
That's fantastic, Heather.
Heather, keep it up.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
All right, have a great
one,
day.
guys.
See ya.
Okay, we love Walk Talk.
John, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, John.
You know, one of the most enlightened quotes I've ever heard is that everything that happens to us in life is only 10%. The other 90% is how we react to it. The groom is totally wrong. He should have took that moment and said, you know what? See, even our union has brought out love. Now my best friend is getting married. That's how you handle it.
Okay, so let me ask you, John. What if the bride said, get him out of here. This is my day.
Ooh, that's a tough place to be.
And there's a
Bye,
pretty,
best man.
Hey, John, there's a pretty decent chance that's
That's
exactly how
the way
that
it
went
went
down.
down. Exactly.
Here's Molly. Molly, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Molly.
Happy Epic Friday, guys. I'm in a great mood, and I wanted to tell you guys that you look handsome, and you guys are killing it today. Fergie, what's going to happen by the end of the weekend when my Padres tie up the Dodgers for the division lead? How are you going to handle this?
Yeah, Greg, she might be right.
You're not wrong. It's very,
Yeah, she
it's
might be
very,
right.
very possible. And I've been talking about it. I even talked about it yesterday on the Blue Review. The Padres are playing very good baseball.
And you know one
And
thing,
they're not
Molly,
healthy by
that
Monday.
is obvious when you watch the Padres play the Dodgers. They are not scared of the Dodgers.
Not in
They,
the slightest.
No.
they almost relish playing the Dodgers.
And by the way, I love the fact that the Padres are playing so well because they're pushing the Dodgers, and I think that's going to play well for the Dodgers when they get to October. So, Molly, thank you. I'm glad your Padres are playing well.
Yeah, and have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Wolfpack.
The Wolfpack.
Oh,
She's a Wolfpack member.
She's in the Wolfpack.
We're
going to start a new group. We're going to start a new. What Wolfpack is taken, but we're going to come up with
What
a
do
name.
you want to call it? Like
It
has to be an offshoot of the mafia. So
mafia,
maybe like the consigliere.
So the circle,
the Cosa Nostra.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get whacked.
Here's Bo. Bo, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, I want a campaign, man, to bring back Michael Trudell and Michael Thompson, man. Come on. Get with the program, ESPN Radio. We need those two guys.
Both great guys. Greg, were you even working here
Yes.
when Thompson and Trudell was on?
Yeah, I was with you guys when they were right before us.
Yeah, I don't.
And then they got
love
blown
that
out
show.
because of
Will Kane.
Oh God,
People love that show.
That tanked us, man.
Because
That
our
tanked us.
good friend Scott McCarthy wanted to put Will Kane.
Can you
on the air.
believe Scott McCarthy?
One of the funniest things, Scott McCarthy had nothing to do with that decision.
Nothing to do with
and
it
at the
whatsoever.
first Mandy's, Mason introduces him. Scott's a great
Oh,
guy.
yeah, that's right.
He goes, before we go any further, or it might have been at the Mason and
May
Ireland
have
roast.
been, yeah.
Like at my roast.
Yep.
I can't remember. But you stood up like 1,000 people in the room. And you go, it's time we recognize some people that are important to us. First, the man who replaced Thompson and Trudell with Will Kane. Let's hear it for Scott McCarthy. And he just got the crap booed out of him.
Were you there for that, Bergman?
Oh yeah, no, I was
that
absolutely there when Will Kane came in.
Scott knew Scott just started laughing. He knew he was dead.
Oh, yeah.
I was the one looking at all the ratings with Amanda at the time, and we just saw it go boom, and just shot straight down. as soon as he came in.
Will Kane.
Oh,
electrifying.
Yeah, electrifying is right.
Not electrifying.
Here's Mitch. Mitch, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Happy Friday, guys.
Happy Friday, man.
How about also, thank you, Max, too. Bring back Max and his show. All you guys are good. Enjoy
It was
his
Max's
show.
birthday either yesterday or
Was
the
it?
day before.
No,
happy birthday, Max Kellerman.
He's a great guy.
Is that it, Matt?
Please, great.
Is that all you got, Mitch?
No.
Okay.
No, USC.
Yeah.
I know they're going to a tough conference. I know the defense, the lines are not very big and up to date, but you gotta love their wide receivers. They got a bunch of good wide receivers, the sophomores and Miller Morse, and 3 guys I'd like to see playing with the Raiders next year: Miller Morse, Jackson Daw, or DJ Youngalele.
I don't know if any of those guys, Moss, Uyangale, I don't know if any of them are good enough to play in the NFL. But Shedeur Sanders sure looks like he can.
He does. And by the way, those USC wide receivers, Zachariah Branch has got a chance to be totally electric.
He looks like he could be a first round draft.
And then they've got a really big guy, 6'5", 6'6" guy named Jacoby Lane, who is going to be a big target for Miller Moss this year. They've got a good wide receiver core. It's all young guys, but good wide receiver core.
Johnny, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Johnny.
Speaking about failed wedding speeches, my wife is the youngest of 3 daughters. We found out we were pregnant a week before her middle sister was going to get married. We just told the parents, and when the speeches came, her mother said a speech and ended the speech with, "And so-and-so is pregnant." We felt so bad.
Oh God! Well, that's not your wife's fault. That that's her mom. That's your mother-in-law's fault.
Yeah, did she get booted from the wedding?
Yeah, did your father-in-law have to throw her out? That's crazy. Sean, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Sean.
Hey guys, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Biko, hold it down from Air Mesa, Biko. I just wanted to say, Aaron Rodgers has to be the biggest bust and biggest reach in fantasy football. What do you guys think about that?
I disagree.
It depends on where you draft him.
I mean, look at his receivers. I mean, he's got Garrett Wilson. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is he?
I think the Jets are too good for him to fail. I think he's going to. I mean, I don't think he's going to lead the league in fantasy points, but I mean, he'll be a top 10 QB.
You think I think he's probably between 10 and 15.
Yeah,
10 and 15.
Yeah, you could do worse than have Aaron.
I don't think a monster bust.
I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers than Kyler Murray.
Me too.
Yeah,
Kyler Murray.
I'd rather have him than one of the Steeler quarterbacks.
I don't know. I think one of those guys. I mean,
but which one?
Yeah, I hope it's Justin Fields. It sounds like it's going to be Russell Wilson, but if it was me, it'd be Justin Fields.
Brandon, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Brandon.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I got 2 for you. I got a call about my Angels. I know, John, you were saying it sucks to be an Angels fan, which it does because of Hardy. But Zach Neto, put some respect on his name. Look what he just did against the New York Yankees. Put up 8+ RBIs. But the real question I have for y'all is, Mookie Betts said that, you know what Shohei says, that's what goes. And I want your opinion. Is that something or nothing for the Dodgers? Because I wonder if it had an impact on the Angels last year, where it's kind of Shohei's world and everybody's living in it. So
it's a fair question. But Shohei, to me, doesn't seem, Mace, like he's all that dictatorial.
He's not the most demonstrative guy.
Right. So you get this anytime you have, like, an absolute megastar.
Right. You
get that, like LeBron. Everybody says, well, what LeBron says goes. Yeah, he's, like, arguably the greatest player in NBA history.
Right.
So Shohei, I mean, he's the highest paid player in the history of baseball. I would imagine whatever he says goes, but he doesn't seem to me like the type of guy who would be demanding a lot.
No, not, in fact, at the beginning of the year, he said, I'm on a brand new team, so I'm going to act like I'm a rookie. I mean, I don't think he's like the most demonstrative, my way or the highway kind of guy. So, no, I don't put much stock in that.
Yeah, I don't either. Spoiler Jerry.
Hey, Spoiler Jerry.
What's going on, Jerry?
What can we spoil for you today, Jerry?
Okay, guys, I can't believe this here. You guys used a spoiler alert on a movie that's 40 years old. But yet you won't use it on the you won't use it on the American.
Now,
right.
Now,
I feel
for those who weren't here yesterday, Jerry was upset with us because he said we gave the result of the USA-Serbia game before he had a chance to go home and watch
right.
it. And, Jerry, what I would tell you is the Olympics are being broadcast live on NBC and then replayed at night. If they weren't being shown during the day, I think you would have a leg to stand on. But since they're on TV during the day for anybody to watch, I don't see how we're spoiling anything.
I'm turning everything off. By the way, John, did you just burp on the radio?
All the time.
Yeah, no, he's a big burper.
I hicced up.
Yeah, he did a hiccup. He did a hiccup.
There's a difference between a burp and a hiccup. It's not like the time Mason burped on the air.
That was absolutely Ireland.
I mean, I have the hiccups.
I believe that's still a debate. By the way, Jerry, the U.S. women's 4x100 team did win the gold medal. The men's 4x100 team did not win the gold medal. They finished 7th and they were disqualified.
Jerry just kind of buried himself. He just said, well, I leave everything off. Apparently, except us.
Although it is weird that you wouldn't give the ending for Dead Zone.
Greg said, don't.
You said don't.
Did you watch it?
No, Mace, you did.
It's true. I did. Well, because if you tell him he's not, what's the point of watching it?
There's no point of watching. Like you did to me on Game of Thrones.
Are you going to watch it?
In the first episode. What?
Are you going to watch it?
I mean, not today. But
Ever?
yeah, I'll watch it. I just have to remember
the information
to.
I gave you still made you want to watch it.
Yeah. And also the SNL skit made me want to watch it, too.
Well,
the SNL sketch is funny,
The biggest spoiler ever was when Mason went on social media and said it was Tom.
No, I didn't say it was Tom.
You wrote A2 Tom.
I wrote A2
You
Tom.
screwed everyone.
That was not.
So we were all wondering
Nobody knew
how
what it
Succession
meant.
was going to end, and Mason basically said, it's Tom.
It was in Latin. Nobody knows. Do people even speak
I
Latin?
had to
A2
text you
Tom?
and be like, dude, what are you doing? And you took it down.
Yeah, I forget where I was, but I was really excited about that. That was the end of season 3, I think.
Yeah.
When the kids were about to pull a coup, and Tom backdoored him.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He's walking in with what's the guy, the dad?
Logan Roy.
Logan Roy is walking in and everyone's like looking back. It was amazing.
A2 Tom. A2 Tom.
It was late in the game.
That's
when Mason burped.
That's
oh my God, that is the most ridiculous
I don't know
thing.
how I could burp and talk at the same time.
Yeah.
Apparently you guys think
Because
you really don't think you can burp and talk at the same time?
I can't. Let me see if I can try it. I can't do it. I don't know.
It was late in the game.
Everybody can burp while they talk, can't they?
Try it.
It's easy. Burp talking?
Yeah, well, now you're loading up on liquid.
There's a... Anyway.
Spitting. You weren't even...
What? That was a burp. That was a burp.
Say
I can't
anyway.
do it. I can't burp. I can't do it on
Say
command.
anyway, it was late in the game.
It was late in the game.
Yeah, so your voice got altered.
No, you go,
if you listen to
By
me,
the way, you pull that. That's almost exactly.
no.
It's anyway
Play
late in the
again,
game.
Brian, you'll hear me say late in the game, and then Mason burps, and I keep going.
Oh my God!
You know that's. I mean, if you can't hear that, I don't know what to tell you.
It was late in the game.
It was late in the game.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Hey, I'm a professional broadcaster. That is Steve Mason written all over it.
All over it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for playing Sports Graffiti. That was fun. All right, coming up next for you, new stadium in Cleveland, and it's going to be a little more comfortable in December.
I'm not a fan of this idea.
And there is a major historical basketball figure who has a bone to pick with Steve Kerr. That's coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You, proudly founded by Premier Physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey kids, Uncle Artie here from Pernia Law, here to tell you about our newest partnership deal with Matt Barnes, who has deep LA roots, former Bruin and pro basketball player for both LA teams.
If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
That's right. Call us or slip into the DM, Uncle.Artie.
Uncle Artie's not just my friend, but he's your uncle in the business. Artie Pernia is a seasoned personal injury attorney who works with you, so you receive the best possible compensation for your case. Let Uncle Artie and the Pernia Law family provide peace of mind, so you can focus on recovery and getting back to you.
If you've been injured in an accident or you're unhappy with your current injury attorney, come to Pernia Law. We take care of you like family. That's why they call me Uncle Artie.
Call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
Escape to paradise at Terranea Resort on the breathtaking Palos Verdes Peninsula. Enjoy 102 acres of oceanfront luxury with panoramic Pacific views. Relax in style with a variety of accommodations from elegant guest rooms to private villas. Indulge at diverse dining venues and rejuvenate at the award-winning spa. Visit Terranea.com to book your stay today. Terranea Resort, luxury on the Southern California coast.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
And it is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwich between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
By the way, I just got a request.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
That's right, here we go.
Oh, my God.
People, it is Friday. You should have seen that coming.
I didn't. I should have, yes.
Yeah. So, John, they're going to build a new stadium in Cleveland. This is my old part of the world. My mom used to live in Avon Lake, Ohio. And they have some serious winters back there. And for some reason, Cleveland is building a new stadium, but it's not going to be like this one.
I don't like this idea. They're going to build a stadium with a dome in Cleveland. Now, if I'm running the Browns.
Yep.
And the people running the Browns have notoriously been inept, but
they have.
I think what they're trying to do is maximize revenue. I get what they're doing. More people buy suites, more people buy if they have a nicer stadium. But here's the problem. One of the reasons why when the Jets and the Giants built a new stadium and didn't build a dome is they said, same thing with the Patriots, is they said it's an advantage for us if the weather is cold.
I agree.
We practice in it. We play in it. Mm-hmm. Let's make the Rams, the Niners, the Cowboys, the Cardinals, the Broncos, anybody who comes west from the west, play in miserable weather. Why would the Browns take that off the board?
Yeah, to me, that's part of what has always made Cleveland a tough place to play. You've got those guys, and they've got their face painted like dogs.
By the way,
and they get their
Pittsburgh,
shirts off
outdoor stadium.
Yeah.
Baltimore, outdoor stadium.
Yeah. There are only 10 dome stadiums in the NFL.
Right. And Minnesota, I get it, because it's absolutely
Minnesota is
freezing.
Brutal.
But
Detroit.
I don't get Cleveland. Cleveland, the great thing about Cleveland has been the dog pound. Has been the wind whipping off that lake.
Yep.
And if they build a dome stadium, it just takes
It does neutralize an advantage that they've got.
Have you ever been to a game at Soldier Field in
I've
Chicago?
never been to Soldier Field.
Whipping cold off that lake.
Yeah.
And it's a huge advantage for the Bears.
Yeah, if you play in it all the time and you're a West Coast team coming in, you got to deal with the elements, and now you don't have to deal with the elements anymore if they proceed with this plan to build a dome stadium.
I remember you and I grew up Rams fans.
Yes.
One year, the Rams had a really good team. They had Dickerson. I think Dieter Brock was the quarterback, and they made it to the NFC Championship game.
With Dieter Brock? I'm trying to remember this.
In Chicago. Against the Bears. Now, it was that one really good 85 Bears team that rolled everybody. But after about 5 minutes of that game, I thought, my team's dead. Because they looked absolutely friggin' miserable.
Yeah.
And the Bears just looked like they were out having fun in the snow. And, so that was it. and the Bears blew them out and winning.
And the Bears blew everybody out.
And then in a dome.
That was like 55-17 or something was
in
the
the
Super
dome
Bowl
for
score.
the Super Bowl against the Patriots, they just blew them out, even though it was a dome. So they were going to win anyway. But I think Cleveland's making a mistake if they build a dome stadium.
I agree. All right, so, John, yesterday Team USA did beat Serbia, although it was close. And one thing that jumped out at some people is that Jayson Tatum didn't play. After the game, Steve Kerr said this: it's not about anything Jayson is doing or not doing. It's just about combinations, the way that group has played together, the way Kevin has filled in since he came back from injury. It's just a math problem more than anything. Now, here is a guy who is a legit superstar, who is, I think, the highest paid guy in the league.
Highest paid guy in the league and a 3-time first-team All-NBA player.
And can't get off the bench. Is there something wrong here?
No, he's just being benched for Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I mean, they play the same position. So if you want Jayson Tatum out there instead of Kevin Durant, then you have a point. But I don't know anybody who wants that.
No.
I mean, if over the course of an 82-game season, Jayson might have a better season. But with your life on the line in a single elimination tournament, you're taking Kevin Durant out?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
So Bob Cousy said this.
Bob Cousy, who's in his 90s now.
Said Tatum is on the cover of, I'm saying it like a 90-year-old now. Tatum is on the cover of Sports Illustrated this month. Any experts that I have read lately have chosen him in the top 5 and sometimes number 1. In the blank is Steve Kerr now telling us he thinks there's a bias against the Celtics. That's Cousy's point. What do you think? Bias against Boston.
Well, there are 3 Celtics on the team.
Yeah.
And
Drew Holiday's playing.
Derek White's
playing.
And you could have put Jaylen Brown on the team, too.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Okay, so at the end of the game yesterday, he had Joel Embiid, KD, and LeBron up front.
Right.
And he had Devin Booker and Anthony Edwards in the backcourt. Or no, he had Devin Booker and Steph in the backcourt. So Anthony Edwards didn't play either.
Right.
You don't see anybody saying Anthony Edwards is getting screwed. No, he's just he happens to be playing behind Devin Booker and Steph.
Here's what I say to Bob Cousy, Jayson Tatum, and everybody back there.
Boston.
That's right. I don't care.
Steve Kerr's job is one thing and one thing only.
Yeah,
win the gold medal.
Win the gold medal.
I don't care who plays, who doesn't play, who you bench, who you don't bench. Win, and I have no complaints with you. Blow it, and then we can all second guess. But he's got them right where they need to be, playing for the title on Saturday.
You know, one thing about
favored.
Yeah, one thing about the Olympics. You mentioned today the U.S. women's national team is going to play France, and
on Sunday,
and the men's national team is playing France. And France, I don't know. You keep track of the medal counts. France is doing unbelievably well in medals. There is always a gigantic home country advantage at the Olympics, and we're seeing it in a big way.
I don't know if you guys watched any.
France has the 4th most medals.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys watched any of the semifinal game between France and Germany. There's no doubt in my mind the crowd rattled Germany.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that game was really close down the stretch.
Missing free throws at the end.
And Schroeder, who's normally completely unaffected by that. Mo Wagner, Franz Wagner, they seem to tighten up. And anytime,
both Wagners?
Yeah, anytime France did anything, the building just exploded.
Right.
And I think you're onto something there. That if you can get to a medal round with home court, they got a huge leg up on everybody else.
Yeah. So I was going to mention this. You have a dog. I'm trying to...
Murphy
the dog. You've got Copper the dog, right, Brian? And you've got Lola the dog.
Lola the dog.
Bergman.
She's amazing.
And I've got Ron, Sophie, and Veronica. Now, Sophie and Veronica can't see TV.
Dog. Okay.
They don't watch it. They can't see it. Ron will sit alert looking at the TV every single second. He will bark at every dog. He will bark at everything that looks like a dog, and will often say that's not, like, for example, today, I'm watching TV, I'm in bed, and Ron is there, and he's watching TV, and the Pillsbury Doughboy comes up, and Ron just goes nuts, and I have to tell him, that's not a dog. It's not a dog, Ron. That's a Pillsbury Doughboy. Now, does your dog watch TV?
No, not very often.
Does your...
Yeah, Copper does the same exact thing. Barks
Really?
at anything that's like resembles an animal or something similar to that, it goes crazy.
Yeah. Bergman, what about Lola?
She just perks her head up when she sees animals, but she won't like bark.
Does she see TV though? Does she watch TV?
Sometimes I feel like she does. Like I have pictures of her staring at the TV. I'm like, what is she watching?
Yeah,
There's another dog on there.
Ron does love games. He's fun to watch games with. Yeah. He's very excited when the farmer's dog commercial comes on.
Murphy's going into the dog hotel because we're going to Idaho.
Sure.
And
5 stars?
It actually costs something that you would say is 5 stars. I mean, so I said the other day I was in there getting him ready. You have to. He hadn't been in there for a while, so you have to take him over there so they can make sure he gets along with the other dogs.
Right.
So he had a short little 4-hour stint last Sunday, and I go to pick him up, and I say to the guy running the place, I said, "How many dogs on average you got here in any given moment?" He goes, "Between 100 and 120."
Wow, that's some money, huh?
Yeah, think about that.
What do you pay a night?
Too much. I think it's like, could it be 55?
Oh, sure, it could be.
I think it is. I mean, couldn't I get a Motel 6 room for that?
You definitely could. Yeah. You definitely could. Yeah, it's expensive. We have a lady who comes in. We have Velma who comes in and lives with the dogs when we're gone.
Do you have to pay her, or does she take it as a free stay in Venice?
Oh, yeah, you're going to pay her.
Yeah.
You're going to pay her.
Who's not going to want money to watch dogs? You got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy money.
No, she's doing well for herself.
That's a whole business.
Way to go, Velma.
A friend of mine used to have an entire business like that. It's really,
just
really good.
Dog babysitting.
I think we're missing out. We should start a dog hotel.
Yeah, we really. It's funny. I pulled this story. There is a brand new dog perfume that has just come out.
Well, they do smell bad. No, that's fine. That's fine as long as it's dog safe. They smell terrible.
You like the idea of a dog perfume?
Yeah, sometimes Lola smells really bad.
By the way, it's super high end too. It's like expensive cologne for your dog.
Eau de Perro?
Dolce & Gabbana dog perfume.
Do people wear it, or is it specifically for dogs?
No, just dogs. Just dogs. It's $100 a bottle of perfume design.
Dog perfume, $100 a bottle.
With man's best friend.
Holy mackerel.
We spend a lot of money on our dogs. There's no question about it.
Have you ever bought a bottle of dog perfume?
No, I have not. My dogs smell great. We hit the showers once every 2 weeks.
They usually spray something on your dog when you go to the groomers,
right? They do spray a little air freshener, like from the car wash.
Air freshener, yeah.
It's like, what flavor would you? Oh, I'll have the pina colada on the dog today. All right, coming up next for you, John. This is a good one. There is, if you look exactly like a porn star, do you consider that to be a good thing or a bad thing? Talk about it. Coming up next. In the meantime, hey. In celebration of Team USA's outstanding performance in Paris, caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN. You win a $50 gift card from Islands and you enjoy ice-cold beer on tap, signature Mai Tais. Oh, those are good. Juicy burgers, famous fresh-cut seasoned fries, courtesy of our friends at Island's Best Happy Hour weekdays, 3 p.m. till 6:30 p.m. Cold draft beer under $4. Food starting at only $6. Right now, 877-710-ESPN. Caller number 7 for a $50 gift card from Islands. In the meantime, it's Friday. That's breaking news. It's Friday. You're driving home from work today, and let's say some moron is texting on their phone or doing whatever, not paying attention, causes an accident. So you're immediately sore, but your doctor's office is already closed for the weekend, and then you wait until Monday and you call them, and then they're booked solid, and you can't get in for an appointment for another week or even more, and suddenly you've gone 10 days without any treatment for your injury. Do not do this to yourself. If you're injured, call Jacob, even on Friday night. Jacob and his team will guide you, letting you know if you should go to urgent care or the emergency room, or they'll get you a doctor's appointment for Monday with a specialist in your area that will not only document your injuries, but get you back on the road to recovery without delay. So if you're injured in any kind of accident, do not wait. Call Jacob. Let him help you. When you call an attorney, you want one who is respected. Call Jacob. He is the real deal. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember...
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
And make sure you're following Call Jacob on Instagram. Go to @call.jacob for great advice and prizes and more. And when you call Jacob, make sure you tell him Mason and Shadano from 710 ESPN sent you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, ESPN LA listeners, it's John Ireland. You want to play golf with me and corporate Greg Bergman? You can, thanks to Terranea. If you listen to the show, you know Terranea is my favorite place in the world. It's like going to Hawaii without getting on a plane. Well, you can play golf with Bergman and I at the links at Terranea, and then we'll buy you lunch. Here's how you win. Send a video of your golf swing to @ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram or on Twitter. We'll take a look at your golf swing. If you impress us, you'll be playing golf at Terranea with me and Bergman, and then we'll buy you lunch. And you can all you can eat, all you can drink. We don't care. We're not paying.
GAT has a dynamic team that's highly effective and successful because these folks come from a very diverse background in the insurance industry. For example, some of them used to work for insurance companies before they joined Avner's team. Yes, they actually chose to switch sides when they realized the effectiveness of Avner's team's work. Some of them used to be in the restoration business, rebuilding homes after disasters. Some of them used to be in the contents handling business, moving homeowners' belongings to a safe place for restoration and storage. Some of them were experts in hazardous materials handling, like asbestos and lead testing. That was their daily work. And some of them were members of law firms handling bad faith claims and general business disputes. You see, diversification is the name of the game. When you are represented by Avner GAT's team, you have the entire team's experience and know-how by your side. No one, and I mean no one, messes with Avner GAT and his team. So call Avner GAT right now, 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256. That's AvnerGat.com, AVNERGAT, AvnerGat.com. When you call him directly, Avner GAT and his family, they take the calls themselves. Avner GAT says, hello!
Just as every point matters, every detail counts in our meticulously crafted vehicles. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Welcome to Cadillac of Beverly Hills, the #1 Cadillac dealer in the Western region for the 3rd year in a row. Come and check out the incredible selection of new and pre-owned vehicles today at our showroom, 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, and at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its edge-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states.
Something amazing is happening in workplaces everywhere. Devices are learning how people work and adapting to help them get more done. That's because CDW is modernizing experiences with Dell's intelligent portfolio of devices. Thanks to built-in security and AI capabilities, your teams can work smarter wherever they may be. Dell and CDW. Make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/Dell Client.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Let's make some
Friday.
So it is officially Friday. And, John, the Olympics are winding down. Closing ceremonies are on Sunday night.
3 days left.
Excited to
including today.
Excited to see Billie Eilish and Red Hot Chili Peppers play on the closing ceremonies on Sunday night. One of the big stars of the Olympics, or breakout stars, has been sprinter Usain Swoboda.
Okay.
I believe I'm saying that right.
Mm-hmm.
Swoboda is a breakout star because she looks exactly like a porn star named Abella Danger.
Sure, that's her real name.
Danger has been tagged several times in posts about Swoboda, and she delivered a classy message about the comparisons. This is what Swoboda says. I guess this is what Swoboda says. She seems fine with it, and the porn star, her name is Danger.
Abella Danger.
She is okay with it as well. Would you take it as an affront if somebody said, hey, you look exactly like Johnny Quick Trigger?
That's
That would
probably
be
the worst thing you can be
called.
called.
Terrible name for a porn star.
Quick Trigger? That's what you went with for a porn star? Quick Trigger?
Johnny Quick Trigger. He's not a popular porn star. His movies
No,
are very short movies.
There is an actual porn star named Johnny Sins.
Johnny Sins. That's a good one.
S-I-N-S.
Yeah.
No, I've never.
Trigger. What is wrong with you?
Johnny Quick Trigger.
I've never understood. Wasn't there another adult film star named Small Hands?
Small Hands is a terrible name for a porn star also.
But I think he's like one of the main guys.
Yeah, old Johnny Quick Trigger.
Small Hands. I've never understood this stigma that goes along with being in the adult film industry.
Right.
I mean, if that's what you do to make a living, I've always thought that, women don't respect other women that do it, but men don't care. Do you care?
No, I don't care if dudes do it or if women do it or if they've got an OnlyFans.
If you want to be
or they
Johnny
got
Quick Trigger, you go for
Johnny
it.
Quick Trigger. Did you see his latest? It's called Gone in 60 Seconds. It's a great, great porno.
Gone in 60 Seconds? That sounds like a terrible
Starring
porno.
Johnny Quick Trigger.
Right. By the way, O'Shea says Abella Danger. That's who. Yes, she is definitely in the Hall of Fame.
Abella Danger's in the Hall of Fame.
Danger.
By the way, there's a definite resemblance between Usain Swoboda and Abella Danger.
This has happened before. Do you remember that there is a famous porn star named Lisa Ann?
Okay.
And she looks exactly like Sarah Palin, the politician.
Oh, I remember this.
Nayland
Yeah.
Palin?
Yeah, that was a movie that was fairly successful.
Yes.
Nayland Palin starring Lisa Ann. And it was what you were talking about yesterday. There was nothing Sarah Palin could do about it because of the same biopic thing.
She's a public figure.
domain,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So they could. No, I wouldn't. To answer your question, if I was Swoboda, I would take it as a compliment.
Right.
Bella Danger's really good looking.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
What
would your porn name be, Bergman? Mine would be Johnny Quick Trigger. How about you?
You'd be the worst one in the history
They
of the
say
world.
if you want to come up with a good porn name, not necessarily for you.
Your middle name and your street you live on?
No, your first pet's name and the street you live on, and it totally works for me. We used to have a dog named Buffy.
Buffy.
And the street I grew up on was a street called Seacrest.
Buffy Seacrest is a great. But it sounds like a woman porn star's name.
Right. But I mean, I'm not saying it would necessarily be your porn name.
Oh,
but it'd
okay.
be like, what's your first pet?
First pet is Cliffy.
And what's the street you grew up?
Quick Trigger.
This is already going to work. What's the street you grew
Cliffy
up on?
Breyer.
Yeah, that sounds like
That
a porn star.
sounds like
Brian,
a porn
first
star.
pet was who?
Oh, if I go male, Tucker.
Tucker.
So,
And what's the street you grew up on?
Polaris.
Tucker Polaris.
That's
Totally
not
fine.
bad.
A little
Greg,
into
what's
it.
yours?
Okay, it was Columbus.
Okay. Was
And
the street or the pet?
That's the pet. Columbus was his pet, and the street was Eddingham.
Columbus
Eddingham.
He sounds like a
It would have to be like
multi-millionaire.
an English porn film.
Yes.
There's so many things. I almost said something that I have to dump, so I'm going to just turn off my mic.
Yeah.
But I don't. Do you share that stigma? Like if somebody said, like I always laugh when somebody says, "Well, we can't hire her, or you can't be a fan of hers. She's an adult film star." So what?
I have a friend who's an OnlyFans person who makes money, whipping it all up there.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope.
A lot of people do.
By the way, did you know
Is that what they
Lisa-
call it? Whipping it all up?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Especially Johnny
Yeah.
Quick Trigger.
Johnny whips it up. Very classy show today.
By the way, you do know that Lisa Ann actually talks a lot of sports. She does a podcast, or at least she used
Greg,
to.
I'm gonna be a good friend to you now and not ask you how you know any of that.
No, because you probably know them. Do you know Dave Palais and Jeff Dotseth?
Dave Palais.
Sure.
Didn't we talk about Dave Palais this week?
No, that was Dave Smith.
Dave Smith,
Yeah.
right.
Dave Palais and Jeff Dodseth do a podcast in San Diego. I'm sure Molly knows all about him, but they do a podcast with her a lot.
Oh, wow. We should get her on.
Yeah.
With Johnny Quick Trigger.
Cliffy.
I think I know someone who has her number.
Lisa Ann?
Yes.
I'll just get
Is it
from
Billy
Jeff.
Mack?
It is. You got it in one guess. He's gonna be very happy.
That is so funny.
I can just get it from Dave and Jeff.
Yeah.
Or you can get it from
Billy
Billy
Mack.
Max, sure. You'll see him more often.
All right, before we get to what's up, Phil, I want to explain
I
this.
almost got fired. By the way, I almost got fired from a job because we had Sylvia Sage on, who was a porn star.
Mason did get fired from a
For
job
having a prostitute
for
on.
having during the Super Bowl in San Diego. Him and Kevin Kiley interviewed. They wanted to find out what the going rate.
When you say he.
Yeah, but you were on the show, right?
I happened
And
to be there.
You were collateral damage.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
And they interviewed. I actually saw the method to that madness, but the network did not agree.
No, did not agree at all.
That's what I mean. People, there's a stigma. I don't think there was anything wrong with you guys having that girl on.
No.
But apparently they did.
Well, the way Kevin talked with her, I think it probably
That's
was
what put it over the top?
offensive. Yes,
Yeah,
yes. All right, listen to this. So it's fantasy football season, and you probably have some kind of draft going on right now, and we are having our ESPN LA draft party on Friday, August the 23rd at Hollywood Park Casino. So if you and 7 of your friends want to be part of our ESPN LA fantasy football draft, you got to be able to attend on Friday, August the 23rd at Hollywood Park Casino. And on top of that, you got to have 7 people. So in other words, you have an 8-team league. So caller number 7 right now, everything gets taken care of if you're part of our draft party on August 23rd at Hollywood Park Casino. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. Caller number 7 wins. Next, Mason in Ireland. What's up, fool? Coming up, 710 ESPN.
Coming up today at 4 p.m.
You guys know I'm on one today.
Sedano and Cap, every weekday after Mason in Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
John Ireland here for my friends at Beverly Hills Orthodontics, and you can find them at BeverlyHillsOrtho.com. Did you know that one of your most memorable and meaningful features is your smile? Get the confidence you need to make a brilliant first impression with the incredible Dr. Madden and her awesome team. They're the experts in Invisalign braces and the all-new InBrace technology, braces behind your teeth. Check them out now at BeverlyHillsOrtho.com. And remember, whatever happens, you're always smiling with Beverly Hills Orthodontics. That's BeverlyHillsOrtho.com.
Experience the Summer Stadium Tour featuring Def Leppard, Journey, and Steve Miller Band at SoFi Stadium on Sunday, August 25th. For a limited time, single suite tickets are available for purchase. Rock out to your favorite bands this summer while enjoying the ultimate premium experience fit for you and your friends. Don't miss Def Leppard, Journey, and Steve Miller Band at SoFi Stadium on August 25th. For more information on tickets and premium suites, visit SoFiStadium.com today.
The light is fading, your hands are sore, and the last tool has been put away. Now is the time to feel the satisfaction that comes with a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels a little different. Your wallet. Because we believe that everyone deserves hardworking tools at hardworking prices. And that's what we have here. So, whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
When your job demands more than just hard work, trust Timberland Pro, the brand that defines superior comfort, performance, and durability. Built on a legacy of craftsmanship, Timberland Pro provides boots and apparel that stand up to the toughest challenges. Our products are as resilient as the skilled men and women who wear them. From the workshop to the job site, Timberland Pro is there with you every step of the way, blending innovation with time-tested quality. Discover why professionals choose Timberland Pro. Always do, never done. Visit timberlandpro.com or your local Timberland Pro dealer.
Listen to Mason and Ireland more at 1 p.m. And yes, it's around 2:45 in the Southland. You know what we do each weekday at 2:45. What's Up, Fool? And we've been very excited that What's Up, Fool is made possible by our friends at Dos Hombres. In fact, we've got a special guest voice. Take it away, guest voice.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Greg.
Thanks, Morales. All right, so I saw this yesterday, or maybe it was, I think it was yesterday. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones on the contract talks with CeeDee Lamb, the wide receiver, who is very, very, very good. He said this, I don't have any urgency to get it done. What is Jerry Jones thinking by saying that in the media, John?
I don't understand what the Cowboys are doing in general. He doesn't have CeeDee Lamb signed. He doesn't have Micah Parsons signed.
Dak signed.
Prescott's contract's up at the end of this year. He doesn't have any urgency for any of it. It just, I would have urgency if I was him. I don't understand why he doesn't.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, obviously the wide receiver market has exploded. CeeDee Lamb wants his money. Dak Prescott probably going to get $60 to $65 million a year next year. Whether that's with it seems like increasingly that's not going to be with the Cowboys. And frankly, they haven't gotten anywhere with this crew, right? I mean,
so then why give Dak money?
Well, they haven't.
I know they haven't, but why would they give? If you're going to get rid of his number one receiver, because you're saying he's going to move, why would you then keep it on Dak?
Yeah, no, I don't know that Dak is going to be there next year. Do you think Dak is there next year, John?
I don't.
I don't either. See, I think he's
the
the one that's
whole
out.
thing's blowing up.
Yeah.
Wow, that means Mike McCarthy blown out.
Yeah, that would probably be. And they could win the Super Bowl this year, and everybody's going to get money.
Come on now,
but
it's the Cowboys. They're not winning the Super Bowl.
They're not. Yeah,
Super Bowl. It's not happening.
Not happening.
What's up, fool?
All right, guys, right before the show, it was announced that Jim Harbaugh is going to serve as the honorary captain for
Love
Michigan.
This.
Yeah, week one.
Hey, NCAA, stick
right.
it.
So I kind of got me thinking, after both stories that came down this week about the Connor Stallions and then the cheeseburgers, whole ordeal. Do you think this is petty at all, or is this like a
no?
like
this
you said, John,
is
sticking it to
them
him?
Pointing out that the NCAA has no teeth and no one respects them.
And FU.
Yeah, and the NCAA came out and said you're banned for 5 years from college football when he's not in college football. And Michigan the next day comes out and says honorary captain week one, Jim Harbaugh. Of course, it's an FU. Good for Michigan.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I don't care who bought a hamburger at what time of year during a dark period and sent a text or a tweet in the middle of the night before this. Who cares? Who cares about recruiting violations? I don't even know what a violation looks like anymore. Now, as for the other thing, the Connor Stallions thing, I fully believe Jim Harbaugh was completely aware of what was going on. I know he's denied it, but you are being naive.
Today, he is not apologizing.
Nor should he. I mean, just go ahead and do your thing there, Harbaugh. And by the way, I think he's going to be fun to follow, fun to cover. I think the Raiders will obviously have a better record, and Brian won't have any hair.
Come on now. I can't wait for that.
Oh, can you imagine?
I'm so excited.
It makes me
All you
root
need
against
is a
the
healthy
Chargers.
Justin Herbert, and you're fine.
Yes, I agree.
This makes me root against the Chargers.
That's all right.
I'm definitely rooting against the Chargers, and I can't wait for that.
I want to see that haircut. We're going to do it right here in the station.
Yeah,
I'll agree to that because it won't happen. So.
Yeah.
Oh, so but you are agreeing to it.
I will agree to it, but I ain't worried.
Yeah, because we're going to have somebody come in with like shears.
Right. I think Momo already volunteered. She said
Ramona said she'd do it.
She said
Okay,
she'd do it.
good.
What's up, Foo?
All right, so I just saw this right now from Fabian Ardaya 4 minutes ago. Mookie Betts is getting more defensive work in right field.
Uh-oh.
That's where I would put him.
That's where I would put him, too.
So the whole narrative that Doc has been saying is he's coming back as a shortstop. He's coming back as a shortstop, but now he's working out in right field.
Well, just because he's working out in right field doesn't necessarily mean that's where he's heading. He may just be doing that to stay out of the line of fire at shortstop. But it's not a bad thing. No. I hope they do put him in the outfield.
Yeah. I think it's interesting because Rosario can play you short. He can play you second. He can play you third. He can play you outfield.
So can Tommy Edman.
And by the way, and Tommy Edman, who is probably a week away. Yeah. I mean, I think he is potentially an everyday center fielder. Mookie Betts in right, Teoscar in left.
And Edman in center field.
With
Rojas at shortstop.
Yeah, rotates Jason Hayward out, but you can
Lux at second.
If you want your best lineup, your best defensive lineup, I've been fighting it for a long time, but Mookie Betts in right field and Rojas at short is the right move.
So he's working out there, but we don't know anything beyond that.
No, but he is working out there. And if he's working out there, that means he probably is
going
to go back.
When Alana was on last week, I think she also said the Dodgers are best with Mookie Betts in right field.
I think it just has to be that way.
Yeah, we'll
especially
find out.
with how they're playing right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
What's up, Foo?
All right, another story out of MLB today. They announced to introduce the Speedway Classic coming August of next year. Don't know if you guys heard this, but they're going to be playing at the Bristol Motor Speedway inside
that's cool.
the NASCAR
in the infield.
The stadium,
yeah.
Okay.
So got me kind of thinking, they also do this in Iowa, I think it's Iowa, the Field of Dreams with the cornfields and all that.
Right.
Are you guys a fan of these, different alternative kind of sites?
I think they're kind of cool. Like I like when they do the NHL games outside is really cool. Or they'll play a women's basketball game at the Target Center and draw 100,000 people or whatever it is.
Well, not at the Target Center, but at the football stadium,
at the
US
football
Bank.
Stadium.
Yeah,
Right.
The one thing I don't like is when you send a team across the other side of the world to play a regular season game. I want those to be exhibition games.
Right, what the Dodgers are doing again.
Right.
Yeah, Dodgers are going to play in Japan.
But in terms of these gimmick games, like where you turn Fenway Park into an ice rink, I'm all for it.
Yeah. By the way, one of the things that we talked about, I think I talked about with DeMarco at training camp this last week, is the idea that every team will play at least one overseas game so that it is even, so that everybody has the same travel schedule, that kind of thing. Apparently that's under consideration with Brazil and Mexico and Germany and London and all these. So if everybody plays a game, then I think it's more equitable because everybody's got a big travel week.
What's up, Foo?
All right, guys. So we had a couple of preseason games yesterday. Didn't get fully because of the weather on some of them, but got me thinking, did you watch any of it, or when do you actually put in any stock into these games? Is it none at all? Is it the joint practices that the NFL has been sending out, like stop fighting kind of deal, or is there just wait till week one?
Wait till week one. I mean, I'm not going to get wrapped up. Like, for example, the Rams are playing the Cowboys on Sunday at SoFi, and I wish everybody well who's attending, and the guys that are playing, none of the starters. But I'm not going to be there.
Like the other day, we were debating this, and Dave Singer, our old producer who works in the NFL Network, sent me a text, said, John, you can't get rid of the preseason. The players need that to make rosters. They absolutely do not. College football, USC has no preseason games.
Right.
And they'll be ready to go against LSU week 1. NFL could do exactly the same thing. If you're going to add more games to the end of the schedule, 18, 20-game seasons, get rid of the preseason games. The owners want the revenue, is apparently why they're continuing to keep them, but I don't watch them.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to give up money if you're an owner, I suppose. So there's probably always, and if you go to 18 games, they will reduce it to 2 preseason games. If you were to go to 20 games, which I'm sure the NFL owners would love to do someday, then there would be no preseason. But I don't think they're going to give up a week of revenue.
Yeah, probably not.
What's up, Foo?
All right, guys. One of the bronze medal winners from this Olympics, Nigel Houston in skateboarding.
Okay.
It's gotten a lot of heat this morning because he posted a video online showing his bronze medal and it kind of deteriorating a little bit.
What do you mean it deteriorating?
He's got a video showing that the bronze color of it's kind of coming off and saying that it's chipping a little bit. Yeah. So, but a lot of the flack online is when I've been seeing a lot of the comments is, well, it's bronze. You didn't win gold. What did you expect? Kind of a deal. But is there any slack of him coming off and bashing his bronze medal, saying it's kind of cheap?
If I won any medal, I would put it as a hood ornament on my car. So it should be. We should spend money on the medals. I think the medals should be as nice as they can be. It's a huge deal to win one.
Yeah, it's interesting because the gold medals. The first place gold medals are comprised of 6 grams of gold. The silver medals are made from solid silver. The third place medals are made from copper, tin, and zinc. So if you win the tin medal,
there is no bronze in the bronze medal?
No, there's no bronze. There's copper alloy, tin, and zinc.
Okay.
If you win the tin medal, probably it is going to get a little bit beat up. But I wouldn't complain about winning a medal.
Yeah, so he's got a couple videos online. You got to check it out, Nigel Houston. I don't know.
What's up,
You think it looks cheap?
I mean, the video he shows, it does look a little cheap, I will say. Yes.
All right.
I mean, the color's kind of coming off the metal. And
yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah. I got one more for you.
All right, lay it on us.
So something cool happening here in L.A. August 15th is going to have a Fallout Day for the nomination for being nominated for the Emmy, the TV show Fallout that came out in April.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch that?
No, did not.
It's I think it was Amazon Prime show. Pretty good. Ended up being pretty good. Going for the Emmy. So they're doing 33-cent hamburgers, ice cream, horseback riding all around the city. Pretty much anything post-apocalyptic they're going to have on August 15th. 33 different places in L.A. Kind of got me thinking, if you're going into a TV show, and it's based off a video game here, what kind of world would you want to immerse yourself in? Because they're doing a little apocalyptic world here.
Apocalyptic world. John, how would you do in an apocalyptic world? I believe you would be...
I'd check out early.
You would be done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be done.
Yeah, I'd be a guy like on the second day, I'd say I'm out.
See, I'm a super resourceful guy. I would do really well during... a post-apocalyptic
I would
situation.
go to Terranea and hope that the aliens didn't find me.
Yeah. I'd be out there battling block by block.
That is the last thing you would do.
Block by block.
All I know is you're afraid of wind.
That wind was terrible that day. It was like, has anybody seen the movie Twisters?
Not yet.
It was like that.
Yeah.
It was definitely like that. Yeah. No. I would do well in a post-apocalyptic world. I really would. I am a resourceful guy. I'm an outdoorsy. I can fish. I've hunted. I shot a deer when I was 16. So that would have been meat to last a month probably. So
would you know what to do after you shoot that deer?
Yeah, you got to field dress it, which is tricky. Yeah.
You got me there. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you got to field dress.
I wasn't ready for that. Nice.
Yeah, no,
you got
see?
me.
I got you. I got you. That's as far as I get. And then you drag it in. But, I think in a post-apocalyptic world, Ireland, you'd be gone first.
Yep.
Bergman, you'd be gone second.
That's wrong.
Brian, you'd be gone third.
It's wrong.
And I would move into a fancy
Mason
house in Bel Air.
Once they started running after us, Mason would trip and fall and be the first one out.
Very much so. Mace would be first out, John would be second out, and then it would be between
After
me and
the
Brian.
shred, I'm telling you, zombies better look
You don't
look
get
out.
speed.
Yeah, you haven't had.
Wait a minute! I just beat you in the whatever race here.
But John won't fall.
That's the first time I beat John in an athletic endeavor.
But that was a timed race. If we raced head to head, you wouldn't beat me.
Oh my ass, I would.
I think a challenge has been issued.
A challenge? Is it challenge accepted?
Let's race across the mall at LA Live.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Greg, who would you bet on?
I would bet on John.
Brian?
I don't know. I saw the after last week. I think I might go Mason here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We got
All right. So we'll do it.
When do you want to do this?
Well, I'm
John's
I
going
go
next week.
Next week, and he goes the week
You're
after.
both wearing shorts. Let's do it today.
Today,
right after the show.
I'm not even stretched out.
I don't need to stretch.
I have to stretch.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're in a summer shred. You should be good to go.
No, wait. The mall is a mess right now.
Yeah, the
So
mall
what
they're having
what
that
is
big conference down
I
there.
don't even know what it is. Brian, do you know what that is?
I'm not too sure now.
VCon,
Looks pretty
right?
cool out there,
I'll
though.
tell you,
No,
there's
VCon.
somebody spending some money on it, whatever it is, because it's like high security down there.
Conference meets festival for the most ambitious, curious, and accomplished to celebrate what's now and next in business, marketing, and
I was
technology.
gonna say
what
that.
is that? What does that mean?
I'm just reading what VCon is.
Yeah, that was a fancy way to say we're about to dump a bunch of money.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh,
help a lot.
apparently it's Gary V who.
Gary Vitti?
Yeah,
He has his
Gary
own.
Vitti.
Gary Vitti has his own weekend.
He has
Just
his own
take away
con.
the T.
Yeah.
Gary
Yeah.
V.
There's only one Gary V.
Like
they need to come up with a new one.
T-Pain and Sweetie are in there.
Oh, T-Pain's down there?
Yeah, and Sweetie. Yeah.
And Sweetie.
T-Pain just got in trouble for something.
Did
Well,
T-Pain get in trouble?
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but hopefully he's out of
You
trouble.
know, he can really sing. It's not just auto-tune.
No. Is that right?
Yeah. He uses auto-tune, but he can actually sing.
I'm looking to see if he got into any trouble.
Yeah, I don't know what it was for, but I read he got in trouble. I hope that's not true, and I hope he's out of trouble.
Yeah. No, he seems okay.
All right, good.
T-Pain, doing fine.
No
making
trending.
stuff up.
Good.
Coming up next for you, a little airport
Vayner.
etiquette. Like, if a mad dog shows up at the counter, what happens? We'll do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN.
Really excited to see the new schools come into play at the Coliseum. Obviously, you're going to have Notre Dame to finish the season. That's always a special game. But seeing Nebraska showing up, Penn State showing up, LSU at the Collie, that's what I'm really looking forward to. I think both programs, the men's football program and the men's basketball program, are moving in the right direction. And the women's basketball program at USC is going to be ranked top 5 next year. So it's a great time for the USC Trojans to be back on ESPN LA.
I'm really curious to see, what does USC football look like without Caleb Williams? What are the adjustments that Lincoln Riley makes? And what is the defense going to look like in the non-Alex Grinch era?
New conference, new quarterback, just really fired up on the football side. New head coach for basketball, so almost like a really new team, which is going to be awesome. And then returning to prominence for USC women's basketball, to be back to where USC women's basketball is. I'm super excited to see Juju in her second year, but just the rest of the players continue to grow under Coach Godley.
This beautiful thing has been up since the first time SC was here. But guess what? USC is back! And once again, this means something for us. Pumped for this season. USC Athletics back on 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station. That's right. USC football, USC men's basketball, and USC women's basketball are on 710 ESPN. Coming this fall.
710 ESPN, the new home of the USC Trojans.
Join your Angels for every Saturday night home game and stay to enjoy a post-game Saturday night fireworks show driven by SoCal Honda dealers. Visit angels.com/promotions for more details.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
So one of the breakout stars for USC, I predict this year, will be a guy named Woody Marks, who transferred from Mississippi State. And we put in a request for him. Did we ever hear back on Woody Marks?
No.
No?
I don't.
Did we ask?
Woody Marks?
Yeah, Woody Marks, the running back for USC. Remember we talked about him?
No, I meant
from
to
Mississippi State?
Yes, I forgot to do that.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie.
Maybe we get him next week.
Totally forgot to do it.
Maybe we get him next week.
I will ask next
Telling
week.
you, he's going to be a big star.
Okay.
All right. So, John, we all have our airport experiences.
Yeah, I'm going to the airport tonight.
And oftentimes I feel bad for the attendants who work the front desk.
Yep. Or the flight attendants on the plane. They're professional crap catchers.
So Mad Dog, Chris Russo,
Okay.
tells this story about finding a way into first class.
I go to West Palm Beach International, and I see that I'm in 11A and 11C. My wife's in 11C, and I'm begging that they don't fill up the middle seat because I want to be able to spread out and not have to take my Valium pills because I get a little claustrophobic.
Valium pills.
I was getting impatient. I couldn't watch Djokovic. I couldn't watch the golf. So what did I do? The Olympics. I went to the counter about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, plane's 2 hours late, and I started to raise hell. How dare you? You put me in freaking 11A when I pay a fortune for this seat, and I just spent at the breaking, putting a kid at the freaking in West Palm Beach. I deserve a little bit of a break. You make it happen. Lady looks at me, has never heard of me, doesn't know who I am, has never heard of Molly either, by the way. Has no idea who I am. And she had to bring somebody over. To make a long story short, a squeaky wheel operates, baby. 2A, 2C. So I get in a plane and I look who they push up 2A, 2C, back to 11. Some poor old lady with her husband, and I got the better seat.
You're a bad guy. You're a bad guy.
I feel bad that I was bad about it. No, I had a very nice flight home, little champagne.
Very nice flight home. Now, have you ever raised hell at an airport?
No. I try and be low maintenance or no maintenance.
I try.
I have too much respect for the flight attendants.
Yeah, I try to be not that guy. Have you ever been that guy, Bri?
Never, no.
No? Bergman?
No chance.
I do always ask if there's a first class upgrade available or a business class upgrade.
Yeah, I can't do it tonight because my family's going with me.
Oh,
but if I was by
you
myself,
couldn't take
I
a
would
flight.
ask.
Now, if we only got one first class upgrade, I would give it to Juan.
No one believes you. Not even Juan believes you.
No, I really mean it.
Yeah.
It would go to Juan.
No, he.
Or I would never hear the end of it.
Well, and I don't.
And I'm with him a lot.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
You really don't?
I don't think Juan would believe you.
Oh no, I think Juan would say yes.
He'd stay with you, no?
No, I'd send him up. You don't talk during a flight anyway. Like, I don't care if we're sitting together during a flight. I'm just watching.
One of the
Your
coolest things
Honor.
I ever saw. I've told this story before. We've actually had him on the show, and I've asked him about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a flight from back to L.A. from I think Houston,
Mm-hmm.
and Kenny Smith from TNT
Yeah, sure.
was on the flight, and he's with his son, who is 11 or 12 years old. And the flight attendant comes back, and I'm sure this kid now is like in his 20s. The flight attendant goes, "Hey, you've got an upgrade, but you've only got one seat."
Mm.
And he gave it to his son.
Oh, that's
That
nice.
is one of the coolest things
I'm like
you could
that
do.
guy.
You would say.
I'm like Kenny.
You would say, "See ya."
I'm like Kenny
and
the
Juan
Jet.
would say, "Where are you going?" He'd say, "Who
Juan,
are you?"
you go up to the front. You go up to the front. Tell me what it was like afterwards.
I don't believe you.
Are you kidding me? If it was you and Lisa, who would get it?
Lisa.
Because
I don't want to catch hell later. But
correct. And that's the same
I don't
reason why
believe-
Juan would be in the front.
No, I don't believe you.
Oh,
You would just
do
put
not,
up with the hell.
You do not want to be looking down the face of Juan when he's giving you hell. That's the thing.
I disagree. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think he'd want to be down the face looking at you
Down
when
the
you're
face.
giving him
I
hell.
don't even mean. All right, so Ireland, Caleb Williams. You know, I've got this whole fantasy football draft strategy.
Right.
Where I'm going to draft Caleb Williams
Might
in
work.
the 6th round.
I think Caleb's going to be good.
He was asked, I don't know if this was on Hard Knocks or not. He was asked who the best quarterback in the NFL is. Here is the way. Do you have that, Brian? I've got so many Caleb Williams sound effects
Yeah,
here.
I gotcha.
Okay. Here is Caleb Williams talking about best quarterbacks in the league.
When he would play for Detroit, I enjoyed watching them, but I wasn't so young, but I was younger, and I didn't really understand. And then I I got older and older, and then I started to understand his game. He's unbelievable.
Talking about Stafford, yeah.
Like there's a couple plays where he'll get a play action, and he has the backer on a string. Like he wants the backer to go here, he'll go there, and he'll throw it right behind his head at the perfect touch, perfect velocity, and so he's unbelievable. I don't know how. I think it was 46, right? On the top 100, 56.
I don't even
top
know.
100.
I didn't look.
It was something unbelievable that he shouldn't have been. I was not happy.
Where would you put him?
Matthew Stafford is probably. I don't think I can name two or three quarterbacks that play the position better than Matthew Stafford.
Wow.
Not obviously playing right now. I'm not saying.
42. He was 42 on the list.
I don't know how he's 42.
You're telling me he's better than Josh Allen. He's better than that's
Matthew Stafford is Matthew Stafford. Aaron Rodgers right now in the game is my number one QB.
Yes. Which
obviously last year he got hurt and things like that, so that's it kind of varies for the top 100. But
you don't play Aaron, you play Matthew though.
Yeah, Matthew's
week
top
4.
2 in the league.
You're playing in week 4.
I know. He's top 2 in the league. I give him his respect. I watch his game. Try and mimic things and get after it.
Top 2 in the league.
Other people have said that.
I think he's top 5 in the league.
Dan Orlovsky, who was his backup,
thinks he's
Detroit
the greatest quarterback in all of history.
Thinks he's number 1. Yeah,
yeah, he does.
He's number 1 in the NFL.
I mean, I think he's a top 5 quarterback. Last year, he's a top 5 quarterback. I think number 6 in QBR.
I would take Mahomes before Stafford, and I might take Lamar before him too. But
he's right there.
Yeah, then he's right where I would take him out of Josh Allen.
I would too. My concern is now with the Rams' offensive line because Jonah Jackson's injured, Alaric Jackson is injured, Rob Havenstein has an ankle thing. You've got to get everybody healthy for the start of the season because you've got to protect Matthew Stafford. You've got to keep him on his feet. If you don't, it's going to be a very long season.
Matthew Stafford or Jordan Love?
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford or Jalen Hurts?
Matthew Stafford. Jalen Hurts was limp down the stretch last year.
Yeah, there are not too many people
Lamar
that you would put ahead of him. I got Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen is a maybe. I'd put him ahead of Dak. I'd put him ahead of C.J. Stroud. I'd put him ahead of Kyler Murray.
Yep.
Burrow if he's healthy.
Burrow's a good one.
Burrow if he's healthy is a good one. Yeah, I agree.
Burrow's like a young Stafford.
Yeah, but a young Stafford. So
he gets hurt a lot. Burrow gets hurt a lot.
He does.
So did Stafford for a while,
but not
now.
Not now.
No,
yeah, not now. By the way, everything we're doing is like leading up to football. I cannot wait till football season gets. How much longer do we have?
Tonight.
There are games tonight. I don't count preseason games. Do you? Do you count preseason games?
Well,
like all of the Olympics on tonight. Did you watch any last night?
No,
I didn't either. They had all the good track and field on last night on the Olympics.
That Sydney McLaughlin is something else.
Boy, she's amazing. And how about Noah Lyles winning the bronze medal with COVID?
Yeah, I looked it up. There's no COVID policy at these Olympics.
Oh, really?
So he didn't violate any rules.
Yeah. Now you hear somebody got COVID, you're like,
Yeah, it's like the cold or the flu.
It's like, it is. Exactly right. All right, coming up next for you, John, we recently talked yesterday about how difficult J-Lo is. There's another star who is the opposite of her. Plus, the Rams' new edge rusher that they drafted has got a brand new nickname. I'll tell you what it is coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, you've heard me talk about Terranea a lot. It's my favorite place to go in Southern California, a luxury resort on the coast of the Palos Verdes Peninsula. And now we've got a contest going on for you to spend a day at Terranea with me and Bergman. Here's all you got to do. Just send us a video of your golf swing. That's it. To @ESPN Los Angeles on any of our social channels. It can be on X, which is what Twitter used to be called. It can be on Instagram, whatever. Just go to our website, espnla.com. You'll see all the avenues by which you can just take a video of your golf swing and send it. And on August 30th, Bergman and I are going to play golf in the morning at Terranea with 2 of our listeners. We're just going to pick them out of the videos. And then we're going to buy you lunch at Nelson's. But you don't need to win the contest to go to Terranea. You can book a room there right now at Terranea.com. TERRANEA.com. 4 award-winning restaurants, a spectacular spa. You've heard me talk about the golf course. You're right on the ocean. You can rent electric bikes. It's got its own coffee shop, Basic Sea Beans, that's right there. Everything is waiting for you at Terranea, and Ralph Grippo, the guy that runs that place, is the best hotel executive I've ever met. I spend more than 100 nights a year in hotels. I look at them. I'm critical of them. There's just nothing wrong with Terranea. It's perfect. It's the perfect getaway. Go there today. Terranea. Terranea.com.
There's nothing like NHL hockey, LA Kings hockey on 710 ESPN. Welcome to the family.
Brand new partnership. We're excited to have the Kings right here, the home of the Los Angeles Kings. And Trav, now I just need an invitation to go catch a game.
You have been giving you one forever. Now you have to
across the street. Now it's across the street.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go.
The Kings are back on 710 ESPN. Believe it or not, I did pregame for the Kings 25 years ago. Damn, I'm old. Luke Robitaille, the rest of the Kings organization couldn't be more excited. Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go. Nothing like live hockey. Nothing like seeing it in person. Nothing like watching it on TV. Nothing like listening to it on the radio. And we've got them on ESPN LA. Go Kings, go.
We're so excited. The LA Kings have found a new home right here on 710 ESPN. Can't wait to see you on the ice.
I want to congratulate the LA Kings. You are now on the greatest sports radio station in America, 710. And guess what? Now I get to be one of the ice girls at a Kings game. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go.
Today.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
The greatest stories aren't found in books or films or folk songs. The stories that truly bring us together are found in ESPN Fantasy Football. Stories of late-round love and first-round heartbreak. Tales of Hail Marys and Monday Night Miracles. Chronicles of punishments. Oh, the punishments. Friends growing closer than ever through the power of humiliation. It's all here. And while the football might be fantasy, the stories, very real. Download the ESPN Fantasy app, sign up, and write the story of your season.
Team USA is going for the gold in Paris. USA! It's time for a Summer Games medal count update. Thanks to our friends at Islands Restaurants. Islands winning the gold medal for the coldest beer in town. And they're off. With your latest medal count, here is Corporate Greg Bergman.
Thanks, Morales. All right, so it just went to commercial, but on the screen has been the high dive. And have you watching this? It's terrifying.
Oh, it is terrifying.
I really
the
feel
top.
like
They're on the top.
Yeah, so high up, and they're spinning, and I always feel like they're going to hit their head, but they just miss.
Yeah,
and it's amazing. They're very talented.
Didn't hit his head a couple of times.
He did. I think he hit his head on the. Did he hit his head on the platform or the springboard? I don't remember.
It really looks like they're going to, but it's amazing what they do, and they land with like no splash.
I know, it's amazing.
No splash whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, but it's pretty impressive. Anyways, for the medal count portion of this, it's a very, very tight race with the Olympics ending on Sunday. It's the gold medal count is completely tied. America and China have 33 apiece. Obviously, America still has the overall medal count lead with 111. That's 33 gold, 39 silver, and 39 bronze. But right now, the battles between China and America, 33 apiece. That's your gold. That's your medal count. Brought to you by Islands. Islands, go for the gold with the coldest beer in town.
Did you see? Have you watched any of the diving?
Watching it right now.
Watching. Okay,
it's on right now.
So what's interesting about it is there are 6 scores that come up. And they throw out the 2 highest and the 2 lowest.
Really?
So it's the middle scores that
Interesting.
count.
Huh.
In other words, you can't cook the books that way, right? Because it's the middle score. If you give them a really high score or a really low score because you don't like them, doesn't change because it's the middle scores that stand.
So it's not an average. That's interesting.
Yeah. By the way, the Chinese divers last night were unbelievable. I don't know if you watched any of that.
That was just a Chinese diver, and he had 0 splash.
See how they crossed out?
Oh, yeah.
Low scores, high scores. This is interesting. So because there was a techno music festival outside SoFi Stadium in Inglewood on Friday, they have now banned, James Butts, the mayor of Inglewood, has banned outdoor concerts at the American Airlines Plaza in the future because people in the South Bay were able to hear it. It was a techno music thing. Could you hear it, John? You're in the South Bay.
No, and what's interesting about this decision is, so what happens when, like, you've been to concerts at
Yes.
SoFi, so the regular concerts are fine, but the Plaza concerts
regular concerts are
loud?
fine, but the Plaza concerts are sort of not sheltered by the stadium, so the sound I think is much more.
And the stadium is in a hole.
Yeah, the stadium's in a hole.
They built it down, so maybe that's it.
Yeah, so I've seen Taylor Swift and Pink and Beyonce all at SoFi Stadium in the last year or so. Sunday night Foo Fighters are at BMO Stadium. I was thinking about going out there for that. Dave Grohl's supposed to be the coolest guy. And I'm a huge Foo Fighters fan. John, this weekend at the box office, it will be a power couple taking over.
All right, who is that?
Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Deadpool and Wolverine will have another weekend at #1 in the box office. And his wife, Blake Lively, has a movie called It Ends With Us, and that's going to be the #2 movie at the box office. So husband, wife, #1 and #2 at the box office.
Ryan Reynolds has dated more famous people than almost anybody else in Hollywood.
Yep.
He used to date Melissa Joan Hart.
Oh, really? I didn't know
when
that.
she was on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. He
Sure.
dated Alanis Morissette.
Oh, I love
He was
her.
married to Scarlett Johansson.
Was he really? I didn't even know that.
Right
I didn't
before
know that.
Colin Jost, and
Wow.
now he's married to Blake Lively. He's had a run to be jealous of.
Yeah, I'll say. So Ireland, we're getting ready for the NFL season. Rams got a brand new edge rusher, Jared Verse.
It's supposed to be really good. DeMarco loves him.
Yeah, DeMarco loves him. JB Long had a chance to talk to him. He's got a great nickname. Listen to this.
Any nicknames, Jared, as we get to know you? Like when you get that first sack in the National Football League? We had the conductor burst onto the scene last year in Kobe Turner. I don't know if anything's going to top that.
So I have one, but it's not the conductor. It can't touch the conductor. That is insane. I'm finna steal that celebration from him. But one of our athletic trainers, Mark, he just called me V8 the other day. V8, just because I get out in the verse number 8, so it just kind of lined up perfectly, and I think he saw it on Twitter. So.
A healthy dose of defense for the Rams.
Hey,
it's
we
your
ready
weekly
for it.
V8. I love that.
Yes, sir.
V8 is a fantastic nickname. Now, is it? We talked about this with DeMarco on Saturday. Is it V8 like an engine or V8 like that tomato juice drink?
I think it's got to be the engine.
It's got to
right?
be the engine, right?
Well, the way that JB was talking about it was V8 the juice. Because he's like a healthy dose of V8. That's the juice.
V8 is delicious. It's a super underrated beverage to drink. Is it really? You don't think? Here's what I love about V8. So if you look at the can, it's got pictures of lots of different vegetables. When you drink it, if you think of one vegetable, you can actually taste that vegetable. Anybody with me on this? Ireland, you're not awake.
No, I'm awake.
I
don't.
Do you not know what
this.
the V8? Okay, you pick broccoli. If you drink some V8, you can pick out the broccoli.
No chance.
Yes,
No
you
way.
can.
There's
you
no
absolutely
chance.
can.
Next week, bring in V8 because I want to test this.
That's you don't
it's
believe
nonsense.
that? Oh,
no,
it is.
no chance.
Yes, you can.
What are the 8 vegetables that are in it?
There are 8 of them.
Good thing
Tomatoes for sure.
Tomatoes and broccoli.
Broccoli.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Veggies.
Let's see. Spinach.
Okay.
Spinach is one.
Is it? Are you just making that up?
Kale.
Yeah, he's totally
Carrots.
Kale is another one. Cauliflower.
I would assume carrots, yeah.
Cauliflower. Carrots. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
How many are we up to? Do we have 7
I don't know. I wasn't counting.
We have 7 yet? What are the vegetables in V8? Did somebody Google this?
So it looks like it's vegetable juice made from water and tomatoes, carrots, celery, beets, parsley, lettuce, watercress, and spinach.
So
you were close.
So here's the thing. If you think of any of those one things when you're drinking it, you can pick it out. It's like wine.
Okay, go ahead with watercress. Pick out the watercress.
Watercress has a nice...
Tastes like water.
Yeah,
there's no flavor to watercress.
Watercress is delicious, though. You have to admit it's delicious.
Watercress. I do like watercress, but it doesn't have
I'm bringing a V8 for everybody. I like the spicy V8 myself.
Tuesday. I'm not in on Monday.
Oh, right. I'll bring it'll be V8 Tuesday.
Yeah, and you pick out the watercress.
I will. So, we talked about how J-Lo, you're not allowed to look her in the eye.
Yes,
and
I don't believe that.
And how her coffee must be stirred counterclockwise or you're fired. So here's a famous person that is the opposite. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
She doesn't want there to be any hierarchy on a set. She wants everything to be equitable. So her request is that she wants to know everybody's name, but it takes a little while to get them. So she wants everybody to wear name tags when they start a shoot. So over a period of time, she's able to learn everybody's names. That is the
It's like the opposite of you.
No, I know everybody's name.
You don't know anybody's name.
I know everybody's name. Bergman, how do I do with people's names around here? You always say that. How do I do with people's names?
Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah, be honest. Bring them in. It's not a good day for it. I'm the best.
Today, of all days. Yes, you're great today.
I'll say this. You're better.
Yes.
You're better than you used to
Name the 5 interns.
Like off the top of my head?
Yes, off the top of your head.
Are they in here?
No, they're not.
No, you can't name them off the top of your head?
No, but I think I could if they were in here.
Really?
Can you do it?
Kasim Maxime, Brianna, Reese, and Shane.
That's right.
See, that's pretty good. You would not have been able to do that 5 years ago.
No, I make an effort.
But it's new that you've been making.
Correct. Yes.
It's.
I know everybody's name except for one guy over there, and I don't know how to ask.
Oh, I'll ask for you.
Just tell me who it is.
His name may be Albert.
Yeah.
Do we have two Alberts? That's the problem. We have two Alberts.
We have two Alberts.
Albert O and Albert. Yeah, we have two Alberts.
Yeah, that's fine. Just call everybody Albert.
Yeah.
Or you
just go, hey, Albert.
Hey, high roller.
Hey,
big shooter.
Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Yeah, hey, big shooter's a good one.
Just walk back and say,
what's up, man?
What's up, Albert?
What's
and
up,
they'll
Albert?
both turn around.
And then I'll know.
Yeah, it's
perfect. Yeah, I'm better with names than I used to be. I go out of my way to try to learn.
Do you know which one is Charles?
Charles, yeah. There is no Charles. That's a trick.
There is a Charles.
Oh, I thought you were tricking me.
No, I wasn't.
I thought that was a trick, too.
Charles is new to me. Who is Charles?
Well, he's been here at least a year.
At least a year?
Yeah, Charles
I'll have to
Kim.
go over and meet Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll introduce you next week.
Please do it. All right. Coming up next for you. Let me see. We're at like the tail end of the show. I don't know.
Tail end of the show, tail end of the week.
I'm down to.
But no, this is normally the empty the bin Friday.
Yeah,
we probably have tons of stuff.
Let me see. Okay, yeah. Oh, this is actually good. I find this super surprising. The reason why Aaron Rodgers is estranged from his family. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, we should talk about this.
Okay.
I ain't buying it.
We'll talk about it coming up. In the meantime, in celebration of Team USA's outstanding performance in Paris, caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN wins a $50 Islands gift card. You can enjoy ice-cold beer on tap, signature Mai Tais, juicy burgers, famous fresh-cut seasoned fries, courtesy of our friends at Islands. It is for locations and directions. Visit islandsrestaurants.com. Right now, caller number 7, $50 gift card from our friends at Islands. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
pipes to find that stubborn leak that's constantly flowing. It can be anything from a failing toilet to a burst pipe in your slab. You don't even know it existed. They have ample amounts of experience from water damage restoration to general construction and plumbing that, when combined, allows them to master the art of leak detection. They do non-destructive leak detections, which means they're not going to open or damage the structure of your home. Their equipment is advanced enough to listen to the exposed surfaces and indicate where the leak is occurring. They are widely used by homeowners, property managers, and even realtors to inspect pressurized water systems to make sure they're intact and functioning with no leaks. Call Omer at the Waterboy Leak Detection today, 818-518-5055. Visit thewaterboyinc.com. That's the Waterboy Leak Detection at 818-518-5055. Talk to Omer. He's going to take good care of you at the Waterboy. Visit thewaterboyinc.com.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace. When I was in an accident, my friend Jacob was the first person I called. He should be your first call, too. Call Jacob, 844-24-JACOB, or visit calljacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Leaving for the gym so early?
I'm ready to go.
Since you started taking Nugenix Total T, you've been acting like when we met in our 20s.
I feel like myself again. Lower testosterone after turning 40 slowed me down. Nugenix Total T has been a game changer for me.
What is it about Nugenix Total T that's different?
It's a key ingredient called Tesnor. It boosts free and total testosterone to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. Total T is backed by 5 clinical studies.
I've seen the huge difference it's made for you in the gym, at work, and in the bedroom.
I'm so glad I sent them a text for my complimentary bottle. Text ORDER to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and we'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text ORDER to 321-321. That's ORDER to 321-321.
And it is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwich between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
Not sure if I mentioned this or not yet. Did I mention this yet?
What?
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
That's right. It is Friday. I'm ready for the weekend. Next week, by the way, John, is you're on vacation.
Yeah, I'm heading to Idaho. I'm going to be up there for a couple of weeks, but I'll do the show week after next.
Nice. And so next week it'll be me and Momo, me and DeMarco, me and Momo, me and DeMarco, and me and Marcus.
Yes, that was absolutely right.
I know what the week looks like.
I got to do that same thing because you're off the next week. I got to do that for Ireland.
Oh, yeah. So you sent this. You know, I am not, I get very squeamish at the dentist. It is not my favorite place at all.
Yes, you want the gas.
I want the gas. I want the nitrous. And you have pointed out that nitrous, don't even play that sound. It's not even funny for me. That Kanye got hooked on nitrous.
So, and apparently he's paying top dollar for this dentist, this celebrity dentist, to give him nitrous every day. So are you...
Every day?
Yeah, are you not worried that could happen to you, that if you find a dentist who will give you nitrous every time you go to the dentist, that you'll get hooked on it?
No. I have been doing this for years. I've never gotten hooked on nitrous. You know what it makes me think of?
What makes you feel like when you're on it?
Stoned.
Okay.
It makes you feel instantly stoned, and then as soon as they turn the switch off, completely sober.
Yep.
Stone cold sober. It's a fascinating thing. Did you ever see the movie Blue Velvet?
Yeah, but it's super weird.
Dennis Hopper.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Carries a mask around, and have you ever seen the movie Blue Velvet?
Nope.
Laura Dern's in that movie.
Laura
right?
Dern, Kyle MacLachlan.
Don't spoil it.
You got me
I'm kidding.
hotter than the asphalt. It's like 40 years old.
Yeah. Watching a double feature with the Dead Zone.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's only like 30 years old.
So Ireland, there's apparently a way to stop Kevin Garnett from trash talking.
Okay, now not only stop Kevin Garnett, but I'm wondering if this is a way for any of us to not have to talk to people we don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's the backstory. Steven Adams, the NBA player, is from New Zealand. Okay, he is grew up speaking English. Okay, speaks with an Australian accent.
Right.
Kevin Garnett was famous when he played for just trash talking his opponents nonstop the whole game. So Steven Adams is a rookie. He's playing for Oklahoma City. And listen to how he handled Kevin Garnett's trash talking. I think this is kind of genius.
The story, and I think it was you actually telling it about how KG was kind of a bit, and you pretended that you couldn't speak English.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, no, my confidence wasn't high, man. So I wasn't like trying to get torn down, bro. No, because he's the man with the talks, bro. So I was
what
like,
was he saying? What was he yapping? Was he trying to say
like
something?
he was talking to someone because Kendrick Perkins and KG played together.
Yeah, in Boston.
You know what I mean? So like they started mouthing off.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And then I was coming in. He was like,
to back up.
Look. Yeah, so like, yo, look at them. Okay, and he was just like, said something. I was like, oh, bro, no English, bro. So, no English, bro. And then he was like, and then just didn't say anything. I was like, my goodness, bro, that would have ruined me, bro. I would have cried.
All right, so here's the thing. Like, I'm going to be on a plane tonight.
Right.
Guy sits down next to me, and let's say he wants to talk my ear off. Brian, can I play the Lo siento, no hablo inglés?
You look so not.
Right. Should I do
Latino.
Should I do it? Maybe not Spanish, but is there another one I could do?
You could do
Parlez-vous français?
Yeah, you could do French. Yeah.
Well, don't say parlez-vous.
I don't even know what isn't that. Do you speak French?
No, I don't. But it's a parlez-vous.
The only problem is if you do this and then the guy next to you just happens to speak French. Then you're
or
screwed.
The guy next to me happens to be a Laker fan and he goes, "Hey, John."
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's Steven Adams from New Zealand, right? Yeah. I don't talk to people on planes. I don't.
What are you, Travis?
No, I don't.
No, that's understandable.
I put in my earbuds and I'm watching my show on my phone, and I'm not really looking to get chatted up by anybody.
No, you're just looking forward.
Are you chatty on a plane?
If they talk to me, I will engage in conversation. Yes.
I have a
but
friend.
You won't engage them in conversation.
Not unless it's somebody I want to talk to. But I don't do what Mason does. I'm not like putting on headphones and looking to be quiet.
You're also way more chatty outside of the show than Mason is.
True.
No, I chat.
Mason's
like crazy.
actually an introvert when he's not here.
Very much so.
Oh, I'm wild. I'm out there. I'm living it.
On the air, I would agree with all that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you leave here, you're like, hey.
Yeah.
He doesn't go into elevators with people.
Right.
I'm a super low-key guy.
Yeah.
When I'm not on the radio.
So basically what he does is he empties the tank when he's here. And then when he's done, he's like, I got nothing else to say.
Juan always says to me, you left the best of yourself on the air today. I am not a chatty guy. Because I teased it, I want to make sure we get all this. Aaron Rodgers, this story came out this week.
There's a book coming out about Aaron Rodgers, and it addresses the estrangement he's had from his family.
And the book is written by Ian
O'Connor, who wrote a book about the Patriots. And Ian's a pretty well-established writer.
Yeah.
And Aaron cooperated with the book. And one of the things that came out was that, the public sentiment is he hasn't talked to his family since 2014.
Sure. Yeah.
Very quietly, he reconciled with his dad this year.
That's nice.
At that tournament,
right?
That golf tournament in Tahoe.
Yeah.
His dad just showed up.
Yeah.
And so Aaron said, and he saw him like standing behind one of the tees, and he said, I could walk by him and keep this thing going.
Yeah.
Or I could go say hello. And so he walked over, gave him
Thank
a big
God.
hug, and said,
life's too short.
Right. But what came out of this was that, according to the book, his family...
Ed and Darla are his parents.
Yeah, his family thinks the reason they got estranged in the first place, because remember he dated Olivia Munn?
Yes.
The actress. Now, Olivia Munn is now married to John Mulaney,
correct,
the comedian,
yes.
And they have a kid together. But Olivia was blamed for and Aaron came out today and said that is absolutely false. It had nothing to do with Olivia.
Okay, this is according to the book. Excerpt from the book. It's Ed and Darla, steadfast Christians, did not like their son having premarital sex. The excerpt says Darla Rodgers, his mom, took major offense to Olivia Munn's comments, and apparently she made a reference to life in the bedroom. Given her devout religious views, Aaron's mother disapproved of premarital sex and was opposed to her middle child sharing a hotel room with his girlfriend, even as an NFL player. Ed and Darla explained that they had been attending games since Aaron was a kid, but then they had this falling out, apparently over premarital sex.
Here's why that story doesn't make sense. Jordan, Aaron's younger brother,
was
The Bachelor.
I know.
I mean, all you do in The Bachelor is have premarital sex.
But do you think Ian O'Connor's got this wrong?
I think he's saying what he's been told, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's accurate.
And Aaron Rodgers has said it's not accurate.
He's saying it's not Olivia is not the reason for the rift, is what Aaron is saying.
So there's definitely a rift. It's just not. Yeah. And it sounds like he fixed it with his dad.
Sounds like it. Hope so.
I actually did. I fixed everything with him. My dad was a jerk when he was young, and I ended up fixing everything.
Yeah,
Thank
and you'd
God.
regret it if you didn't, because now he's gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, going to do some game of games. Whose game is it today?
It is my game.
Greg Bergman's game.
And you didn't farm it out or anything?
No.
Who wrote your game?
I wrote my game.
You didn't
Laura?
make the interns do it?
Lindsay?
Nope. You didn't make Laura. You didn't call Lindsay and do it?
No, nobody can reach Lindsay. All right, so
Monday?
We'll do Game of Games next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
A fun way to drive home.
Nothing like NHL hockey, LA Kings hockey on 710 ESPN. Welcome to the family. Brand new partnership. We're excited to have the Kings right here, the home of the Los Angeles Kings. And Trav, now I just need an invitation to go catch a game. You have been giving you one forever. Now you have to cross the street. Now it's across the street. Go Kings, go! Go Kings, go!
The Kings are back on 710 ESPN. Believe it or not, I did pregame for the Kings 25 years ago. Damn, I'm old. Luke Robitaille, the rest of the Kings organization couldn't be more excited. Go Kings, go!
Go Kings, go. Nothing like live hockey. Nothing like seeing it in person. Nothing like watching it on TV. Nothing like listening to it on the radio. And we've got them on ESPN LA. Go Kings, go.
We're so excited. The LA Kings have found a new home right here on 710 ESPN. Can't wait to see you on the ice.
I want to congratulate the LA Kings. You are now on the greatest sports radio station in America, 710. And guess what? Now I get to be one of the ice girls at a Kings game. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go.
Pacific views. Relax in style with a variety of accommodations, from elegant guest rooms to private villas. Indulge at diverse dining venues and rejuvenate at the award-winning spa. Visit Terranea.com to book your stay today. Terranea Resort, luxury on the Southern California coast.
Just as every point matters, every detail counts in our meticulously crafted vehicles. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Welcome to Cadillac of Beverly Hills, the #1 Cadillac dealer in the Western region for the 3rd year in a row. Come and check out the incredible selection of new and pre-owned vehicles today at our showroom, 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, and at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
You've got to watch your NFL team every Sunday, and Verizon's got you covered for all your team's out-of-market games every Sunday afternoon. Come on! From kickoff to sign-off, from first downs and touchdowns to turnovers and overturned plays.
After review, the pass was incomplete.
Nice! Let's go! This season, win every Sunday with Verizon. Get a great deal on NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV and a new phone. Excludes digital-only games. Terms and embargoes apply.
Summer may be slowing down, but the deals at Vivid Seats haven't. Whether it's scoring MLB tickets for a night at the ballpark or locking down the biggest matchups for the upcoming football season, Vivid Seats has you covered. With the only rewards program in the game, plus an amazing selection of tickets, Vivid Seats has something for every fan. Catch the deals you want for the games you crave, all backed by a 100% buyer guarantee. Just visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in L.A., Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. It is Bergman's game today, and we welcome to the studio. He's been here all week.
What's happening, folks?
DeMarco Farr is here.
How are ye?
Good, man. Good.
Yes, good to see you. Good to see you.
So we got a little Game of Games action. Bergman, is DeMarco yet to score?
This month.
I got one.
Did you get one?
He's
I
got
got
more
one.
than
He
us.
does have one.
It was the big
Me
comeback.
and you have yet to score.
Yeah.
It was the epic comeback for your game,
It
John.
was.
Yes.
It's Bergman won, Brian won, Kasim won, Andy won, DeMarco won, Pepe won.
All right. So, eventually one of us will win.
Yeah. Maybe today.
Yeah.
John's not winning next week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm not winning the week
guarantee
after.
it. Yeah. We will not.
Yeah. All right, so Bergman, what's the game?
All right, so one of my favorite parts of the Olympics are all of the Snoop Dogg side quests that he goes on. He goes equestrian, he was at breakdancing, he was all over the place. Ray gun, by the way. Go look up Ray gun breakdancing.
All right.
Ray gun
amazing.
breakdancing.
It's not good.
Okay.
So he just fits into everything. So I have some facts about Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
It'll be an either or type of thing.
Okay.
Okay, number one. Snoop Dogg's name is Calvin Brodus, obviously.
Yep.
But Snoop became his name because his parents called him Snoopy, and it just stuck and evolved. Is that true or false, Mace?
I will say that's false.
John.
False.
Brian.
Let's go true.
And DeMarco.
True.
It is true.
Oh.
That is exactly how
That
we
is
got
how
it.
he got it.
Marco,
Okay.
on the board.
All right. Number two. Snoop married his high school sweetheart, Shantae Taylor. But it wasn't until years later, after they had already broken up and then got back together. He actually married a woman named Christy Pearson for a few years, but divorced so he could be with Shantae. Is that true or false, John?
I'm going to go false.
Brian.
False.
DeMarco.
False.
Mace.
Make it unanimous. False.
It is false. He married her, Shantae Taylor, and is still married to her today.
Okay.
Okay.
Number three. Snoop once changed his name to Snoop Lion for a reggae album and has hit different genres with all of his albums. Which one of these genres did he not record an album in?
Okay.
Country music or EDM, Brian?
Ooh, let's go country music.
DeMarco.
Country.
Mace.
EDM.
John.
EDM.
EDM is the right answer.
Yeah, he did do a
record
country
it.
thing.
He did
Yeah.
do a country album, yes.
That means,
DeMarco.
Greg, that it's 2-2.
Yes,
Oh,
everybody
nice.
is tied. I'm disappointed in DeMarco.
I guess I deleted that from memory.
All right, number four. Snoop Lion is one of Snoop's many, many monikers, like I said. Which one of these is not a real name he called himself? DJ Snoopadelic or Detective Snoop? DeMarco?
I've never heard Detective Snoop.
Mace?
I also have never heard Detective Snoop.
John?
I'm with the crowd. No
Brian.
Detective Snoop.
Also with the crowd. No Detective Snoop.
Detective Snoop is the one that is wrong.
All right. So everybody is still tied.
Everybody's still there.
By the way, Greg, can I drop in a little breaking news?
Sure.
Dave Roberts just said Mookie Betts is going back to right field.
Oh!
Wow.
Cooler
I
heads have
wonder if
prevailed.
he actually went to him and said, this is better for the team. I
Definitely
want to play.
possible.
Wow,
Definitely
that's,
possible.
That's great.
And by the way, your game is now tied 3-3-3-3.
Yes,
So good game
it
so
is.
far.
Okay, number five. Snoop has a bunch of famous relatives. Which one of these is not a relative of his? Is it Lil' Kim or Nate Dogg, Mace?
It's Nate Dogg.
John.
I've never heard that. I'm going to go Lil' Kim.
Brian.
Little Kim.
And DeMarco.
Kim.
Nate Dogg is his cousin. Little
Yes.
Kim is the right answer. So everybody got that but Mason.
Was his cousin.
Was his cousin.
Yes.
Sorry.
Was his cousin,
He was
okay.
the best.
Yes.
He was the best. Every song he was on made it better.
Yes, sir.
Okay, number six. There's 8 of these, by the way.
Okay.
Snoop has had cameos in a bunch of TV shows and movies. Which of these 2 USA shows on at the same time did he appear in? He did appear in. He was on it. Was it Psych or Monk? And we'll start with John.
You want the one he did appear on.
He did appear on. Psych or Monk? They were both
I'll go
on USA.
I'll go Psych.
Brian.
I will also go Psych.
DeMarco.
Monk.
Mace.
I'll try Monk.
Monk is the right answer, and DeMarco now
DeMarco has
takes
the lead.
with 2 left.
All right, so he has to go first.
Yes, he does. All right, number 7. What is Snoop's middle name? Is it Cordozer or Cordero? DeMarco?
Cordozer.
John.
I'll also go Cordozer.
Mace.
I'm going to go Cordozer. That one.
Brian.
Cordozer.
Yeah.
It is Cordozer.
Yeah.
That is the right answer.
Okay, so
luckily,
that means everybody's still alive, but DeMarco leads by 1, and this is the last one. Do you have a tiebreaker?
I do have a tiebreaker.
All right, DeMarco,
Always
if you
a
get
tiebreaker.
this, you win it.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And you go first. Snoop has 17 Grammy nominations without a win. That is the most all-time nominations without a win. Is that true or false, DeMarco?
17.
Wow.
17 Grammy nominations without a win.
I don't know this one. False.
And you all go true?
We have to.
Is this the last one?
This is the last one.
And I think DeMarco
DeMarco's
is right.
got it,
I think it
but
is false.
we'll all
What's the
say
answer?
true.
It is false, but it's because Morton Lindbergh had 20.
I know. The Morton
All right,
Lindbergh.
DeMarco.
is the winner. Congratulations, buddy.
Nice.
Wow.
Very
Killing
impressive.
it.
Yeah.
Did you do a tiebreaker?
I did. You want to do it just
Yeah,
for
sure.
fun?
Let's
I had
do
to
it.
win that one, though. Come on.
How many singles? I was disappointed.
As Michael said, you'd have to give up your black card if you would have lost
You
out.
actually got, DeMarco, you got 7 of 8.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice. You know your Snoop.
All right, so how many singles does Snoop Dogg have, including as a featured artist? Closest.
How many singles?
Number
Singles.
1 single?
No,
Including
just
as a
singles,
featured artist.
Just single songs. Singles.
How many has he recorded?
Yes, singles. Including as a featured artist.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to say 300.
Most of them, by the way, are as a featured artist.
I'm going to
just
say
be clear.
300.
I say 222.
222. Brian?
175.
175. DeMarco?
100.
100. One of you hit it right on the nose. Brian got it exactly on the nose. 175.
Wow,
175.
both showcases.
Listen
Yeah.
to everyone.
Okay.
Nice.
It's going
Nice
for the
job.
under.
Nice
Yes. Yes.
All right, good.
D.
Good. By the way,
The
Snoop,
biggest Snoop hit, Gin and Juice, Drop It Like It's Hot. What? Drop It Like It's Hot,
Beautiful.
probably, right?
Beautiful. is a great
Beautiful.
one.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a lot
no.
of them.
You know what? You know where he probably the most commercial success he ever had is when he does that on that Katy Perry song. California Girls.
California-
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's
What's
right.
my name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
So
he does
many.
a lot of that.
Yeah.
See,
Yes.
I didn't
Hey.
mail in the game.
No,
Yeah,
you did not
your game
mail
was
it
good
in.
today.
By the way, Snoop has brought so much excitement to the Olympics. I think
sent
he's
you a
such
story
an
along these-
interesting
I
guy.
sent you a story along these lines. If you add Snoop is almost like Charles Barkley in this regard. If you add him to anything, it's better.
Oh, okay.
Like I've heard him.
I see that. Yeah, yeah.
I've heard him do like back when Alex Faust and Jim Fox were doing the King games. They brought him in to do like one period of a Kings game. He killed it. Michael and I brought him on third chair once. He killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard him do baseball.
He's
How do I say this? He's smarter than you think.
And he's just
Yeah.
funny.
Yes,
Right.
he's
He's
hilarious.
a funny guy.
And
Yes.
you add him to anything like the other day, you guys know I love all those Pitch Perfect movies.
Yeah.
In Pitch Perfect 2, he does a cameo where he's working on a song in a studio. He's only in it for 2 minutes.
Right.
He's great. Whatever you add him to,
Yeah.
I agree.
it's better.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been he's getting $500,000 a day plus expenses.
Nice.
That's
A
what
day?
he's $500,000 per day plus all of the expenses covered.
So
To be
millions.
the
for
ambassador.
his-
millions,
Yes. 8 million.
$8 million.
$8 million bucks.
Not bad.
To be
and
the
he's
ambassador.
performing at the closing ceremonies too.
Good stuff. Where was he? Was that Atlanta? When he was with the Rams, he performed for the rally.
Yes, he did.
No,
So
what,
cool
but
to see
he
him
was
backstage.
he was also at the Super Bowl at the Rams Super Bowl halftime show. He was one of those guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But this was back at the Atlanta Super
At the
Bowl
Atlanta in 2018.
when he was doing the pep rally, and he was backstage. He showed up, and he was just so calm. There's thousands of people out there, and he's just so calm. And he goes out there and does like a medley for like 8 minutes,
Right.
And it was absolutely fantastic. And
Yeah.
he coolly
Right.
walks off, and there he goes.
More news from Dave Roberts, who's being pretty candid at his pregame press conference over at Dodger Stadium right now. I mentioned Mookie Betts
Going back to right.
and he says one of the reasons why, Greg, this is interesting, is he doesn't want to take Gavin Lux out of the lineup for any reason.
Yep.
He says Gavin Lux's hitting has earned him the right to play second base. So they're going to leave Gavin Lux at second base.
Miguel Rojas, you would assume, would play short.
Now, that's
give him credit.
And this surprises me. He says Walker Buehler's pitching next week in Milwaukee.
Oh, wow, really?
Isn't that earlier than we thought?
No, well, he went down to AAA and he was pitching, so maybe they're happy with the way he looks.
His last rehab start, 5 1/3 innings, and they felt good about it.
Good.
Four-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour, in line with his previous 2 rehab starts. He maxed out at 96.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready to go.
So he seems ready. Yeah. So all of a sudden you add him to the rotation, see what you get there. You get Kershaw continuing to improve.
Yeah.
You got Yamamoto back from the injured list in a couple of weeks. And, of course, you still got Glasnow, Stone, and Flaherty, who's making his home debut tonight.
Feeling better, Dodger fans?
Yeah, feeling better. Feeling better. Although, did you see what Travis Rodgers said?
What?
On 8-8 yesterday, Dodgers will not make the playoffs.
Wow, did he really say that?
He actually said they won't win the World Series, but Morales wrote it up.
I like that you have receipts now. That's fun.
Yeah, we got receipts, exactly. So, speaking of, Sunday, man, you want to talk about a game. Rams Cowboys. What am I looking for? I mean,
are you being serious right now? Why do you belittle preseason football?
What is the key factor?
Healthy. Stay healthy and kickoff reps.
Since most of the guys aren't playing, I would imagine health will be okay.
Health. Well, there's some guys. I mean,
like who's playing?
I would say if you're going to have 55 guys up, there's going to be so many guys that aren't. So most of these guys aren't coming back, and you know this. But just health. Period. You don't want to lose more offensive linemen.
Will guys like Jared Verse play?
That's a great question. I think he will. He is a rookie. He needs all the reps he can get, and he's the hammer, not the nail. So there's less chance of injury for him.
Right.
Yeah. Did you see his tape coming out of Dallas or Oxnard?
I did not see his tape.
Oh,
I'm not getting. No one's sending me tape.
No one's sending you tape.
Can you send me?
I will send you this video.
All the tape.
So he does this jab inside, nice swim move, sack.
Yep.
The next rep, he runs the guy flat over. I said this early. I forgot what first-round defensive ends look like. Because I haven't seen one in a while until he showed up. So he's young. He's a pup. You can hang 15 more pounds on him. He's loud. He's nasty. You love this guy. He's an automatic leader already. So I would say give him 12 snaps and get him out.
Okay.
Yeah, 12 snaps, get him out.
Yeah. All right, let's hit the super stager.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light. Made to chill.
It's time for Super
Crosstalk. It's effing Friday.
There he is. Cappy's in the South. DeMarco is here. And, I was just thinking this week, Sedano stopped in for a day.
Sedano.
I'm doing this all wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
same with me.
Yeah, we're all doing this wrong.
I take a lot of vacation. Yeah. I'm doing this wrong. He's getting all of it at one time.
He has passed you up.
My God. Yeah. How do you get a month off?
Well, and by the way, it's not just Sedano, but Lindsay has legitimately had a month off as well. That's presuming she comes back on Monday.
How did someone take a month off and it not be you?
I know.
Yeah,
next summer, that's the way I'm going to play it.
I'm right there with you. Hey, next summer, let's say like summer off.
No July.
Yeah,
no July.
Right. The entire month.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Now, last time I heard, though, you told Lindsay to stay in Cleveland. I think she's just doing what you asked her to.
Well, okay, let's backtrack here a little bit.
Okay, let's backtrack.
Let's go back to the softball game, which I want to say was on Friday, July 12th. Does that sound right?
That sounds
Bert?
right.
Yes.
Yeah, because I always leave for my birthday. It's on the 15th.
So Friday, July 12th, Lindsay had originally been scheduled to play in the softball game, but then she decided, well, I need to go to Cleveland because my family's leaving on this trip, and my brother told me that if I'm not there on Saturday morning, they're all leaving without me. So her thought was, if I'm not the first batter in the softball game, I won't make my flight Friday night. So either accommodate me with making me the first batter or I'm not showing up. So I don't know who decided that, she wasn't going to show up. She decided I'll take that day off, Friday. So she took off that Friday. Then 2 weeks later, she was supposed to come back. That's when she said, hey, I can't make it back.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, that was on a Monday. The next Sunday, I'd gotten her SummerSlam tickets for the WWE,
Oh, that's
which was
nice.
in Cleveland.
Okay.
So the likelihood of her coming back and then going back to Cleveland to go to SummerSlam.
Right.
So then on the next day, Monday, now we go into week 4.
Correct, yeah.
She said, well, now I got another reason why I can't come back, which was the day after SummerSlam.
Oh, boy.
So it's a legit 4 weeks. Now, I don't know if you guys want to put money on this or not. Who thinks Lindsay's back on Monday?
I do.
I do.
And is there
What are
a
the
reason,
odds?
And is there a reason why you think she's back on Monday, Johnny?
Yes,
I?
because now it's getting too obvious. I think Sedano might be back Monday, too.
There's the key.
Oh!
There's the key.
Sedano's producer, not your producer.
If Sedano's not here, I don't want to work with Cap.
Whoa!
It's a me problem.
Wow.
Right,
Yeah.
but here's what I heard there. Next month, Greg, Mason and I are off for the entire month of
just
July.
the month.
Absolutely not.
The month.
So-
Next year,
You are not a
next year-
producer
You can't
that
have-
can
no,
take
by the way,
time
can't have
off
two
for-
different rules for two different
Can I just
shows.
point out,
Wow.
we don't have a contract past June
Well,
the
that
30th.
makes it easy.
God.
We're taking July.
That was Cappy's bit last time. Before he signed his
We're
contract, he
stealing
said
his
that.
bit. We'll
You
see
can't
August
steal a bit.
1st.
So,
what are you talking about? All bits are derivative. Every bit has been stolen from someone.
That's very true. That's very true.
So Cappy, we were just talking about preseason football. Now, you do tune into preseason football, right?
Not under normal circumstances. However, last night, by way of example, I watched the entire New England-Carolina game. Now,
why?
Yeah, what possessed you to
Because it was
do
on.
that?
Well, A, it was the first one on. It was on the NFL Network. And
Okay.
B, you guys know this, my college roommate is the offensive coordinator of the New England Patriots.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, of course.
So I really wanted to see what was going to happen in this game, which was like start Jacoby Brissett 3 and out, get him out. Bring in Drake May for, I want to say, I may have been like a series or two, get him out, and then hand it over to these other young quarterbacks and let's see what they got. So I don't know. I watched the entire New England-Carolina game last night. I'm not sure. You guys watching preseason football?
No,
Well,
I watched the Olympics
I've read,
last night.
DeMarco, I've read 2 articles that think the Patriots are going to have the worst record in the NFL
I keep
this
hearing
year.
that. Didn't they just
Cap,
cut?
I haven't seen them play. Do you agree with that? Do you think there's
Yeah.
a chance the Patriots could be like a 3-win team?
When you look at their roster,
I mean, it's pretty unfortunate, right? I mean,
they
the
just
quarterback
cut Schuster,
situation.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, they cut Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm not sure why exactly. I mean,
Yeah, because they
unless-
don't have any receivers.
None.
Yeah, but
That's
I mean,
what
maybe,
I mean. Why would you cut him?
I don't know. Maybe he's a problem. Like maybe he's like giving them a hard time. Like you guys suck, and I don't want to be here. And they're like, "Oh, good, leave."
I thought that was Brandon Ayuk said that. You guys suck, and I don't
No,
want to
he
be here.
didn't say that.
Yeah, he said, "You guys suck, and I don't want to go to you." There's a little slight difference there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He says to the 49ers, "You guys are great. I just don't want to play for you unless I get paid."
There you go.
So it's just little differences.
Yeah.
It could be bad. I mean, you have this is the post-Belichick era,
Right.
Where you've got a first-time head coach who's a defensive coach, and then you've got an offensive coordinator that's been handed the keys, but he doesn't really have much to work with.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they are going to win more than 4 or 5 games. And we'll see who. If they're not going to be the worst team in the league, DeMarco,
man.
who would be?
Them, Kendrick Bourne. I'm looking at the receiver. Kendrick Bourne? Yes.
They
And he's hurt,
could
too.
be the worst team in the league. I think the
I
Commanders
still think
are-
Carolina has the
Carolina
capability of
still
being
has
the worst
issues,
team in the league.
A lot of issues. Do you guys believe in Atlanta and Cleveland?
I think Atlanta.
Cleveland, I think, could make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think Atlanta, especially if they start Cousins to start, they
And
should
I
be
say
okay.
this as a Raider fan. Raiders,
Worst team in the league?
3-4 wins.
What if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt again early?
Yeah,
I mean,
then
the
Jets
Jets
are out,
don't have Aaron
and so
Rodgers.
is that head
then what?
coach. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's New England.
It has to be.
Washington?
I think they're going to
Although
be.
Jaden Daniels
They
could
were
be really good.
correct.
We'll see.
And I like Dan Quinn, who they hired to be their coach.
He's not going to let him be bad.
Right.
Did somebody
Yeah.
give Arizona a shout out?
Yeah, I think they might get it
I like
right
their
this
coach
year,
too.
Mace.
I like
Yeah.
that Jonathan Gannon. I think he kind of knows.
I just
what
think
he's doing.
Kyler Murray is the wrong
Seattle,
horse to
I
bet
think
on.
they cut
new,
the cancer.
New
I
coach
did.
in Seattle. Could they be the worst team?
You know, J.B. Long says the best thing to do was fire Pete Carroll. They had reached their zenith under
Maybe.
Pete Carroll. So I agree with him. I still think you're playing for third place in the West, though, no matter who you are, outside of
Yeah,
San
because
Francisco and
Niners
LA.
Rams or
Yes.
Rams Niners.
Yes.
I'm not willing to concede that it's not Rams Niners.
It could happen.
Yeah,
It
can
could
absolutely happen.
Yeah.
Tell you what, though,
injuries play a big part in that.
That exactly right. Because if the Rams' offensive line, which look, okay, they haven't even played their first preseason game yet.
Yep.
And we're still, what's today's date? Today's August 9th, and we're talking like a month before the start of the season. But if this Rams offensive line doesn't get healthy, we saw what happened 2 years ago when their offensive line was all beat up.
Well, you can maybe bring some clarity. Just real quick, I want to, on that subject of the offensive line, Alaric Jackson, Jonah Jackson, Rob Havenstein, nothing is anticipated as potentially keeping them out for week one, right?
Nothing's keeping anyone up at night. They're all expected to be back soon. So it's just preseason.
Okay.
From what I heard, if this was the regular, two of these guys could go right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. How many games you guys think Denver wins?
I actually have heard that Bo Nix is better than I originally thought he was
More
going to
than
be.
6 games?
Remember I said he's third on the depth? That's just how they're writing it up. That's just how they put him on the depth.
You don't think he's going to start?
I think he's going to get a chance to start soon. I don't think he's going to start him right away.
Otherwise, is Jared Stidham?
Stidham. Yes.
He's not going to.
I think it lies somewhere in the world of New England, Carolina, maybe Denver, maybe Raiders.
Why are you looking for the worst? Just
out of curiosity.
Okay.
Yeah, because the glass is half empty. Who's the worst?
I'm hoping for Antonio Pierce, man. I really am. I want to see him do good. I really do.
Well, they didn't get him a quarterback.
I know. He's going to have to coach his butt off. And maybe they can win with defense. Maybe Max Crosby is that good. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe you could ride the D.
Ride the
D. Did you hear what John Ireland's porn name is?
No.
Johnny Quick Trigger.
Johnny.
What do you think, Cap?
Quick Trigger.
You think I'm kind of moving the wrong way.
Johnny Quick
No,
Trigger.
Mason,
his new movie is called Gone in 60 Seconds.
We had a porn story, and Mason goes, "Well, what if your porn name?" And I go, name a porn star. He goes, "Johnny Quick Trigger."
Quick Trigger.
I have no idea where that came from.
I have no idea either.
How did you guys get on that?
Well, because there's an Olympian, a good one.
Yeah.
Her last name is Swoboda.
Yui Swoboda.
Yes, the runner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And she looks
Sweeping the nation.
a lot like a Bella Danger, who's an adult film porn star.
Oh, really? Okay.
And the question we asked was, if they say that, like, if somebody walks up to you and goes, DeMarco, you look exactly like Johnny Quick Trigger.
Yeah.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
I might take that as an insult.
I think it's a compliment. Most of those adult film actors are
because
really,
I don't know how to take
I
that.
feel like I'm good looking enough to do porn.
Do you have to be good looking?
I think
not
so.
necessarily. Look at Ron Jeremy.
There's porn for everybody.
Oh, yeah, right. There's something for everybody. You're right, Cappy.
You know?
Yeah.
But the girls are mostly attractive.
But I didn't even know that there was like adult film stars any longer because I thought that everything is now just kind of like home video.
There are a lot of
on
home videos out there. From what I understand, it seems like a lot of people and their iPhone.
Right.
From what you understand.
From what I understand.
It's not hard to find.
Yeah.
And Johnny Quick Trigger doesn't seem so bad because like if I'm going to go to YouPorn, for example,
yeah,
and I see a video that's longer than like 5 minutes, I'm like next cuz I don't have time for that.
Yeah. There is a
scroll to
adult
the end
film actor, a fairly successful one, whose name is Small Hands.
Is there really Small Hands?
Yeah,
That's
Google
a terrible name.
Google Small Hands actor and see what
Hands
comes up.
Actor porn.
Yeah, but I think that this guy's been at it for a while.
Yeah, you can get Small Hands porn videos.
And does it have any like
I just
bio
opened it.
on him or
oh
anything?
my God, his hands are small. No, there's a lot of Small Hands has his own porn star page. So there's
so
an
somebody
actual
wrote
guy.
to me. I said I don't think there is a stigma around porn like other people
You
do.
don't have a stigma. You don't. For
What do you mean?
No.
Like,
and then somebody wrote to me. They said, "Come on, Ireland. If you had a daughter that was involved in it, you would hate it.
You would hate it.
You'd freak
It's
out.
true. And yet, like, you wouldn't support your daughter if that's what she decided to do.
Think about it. If you had a daughter, would you be supportive of her doing porn movies?
I think I would try and talk her into doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
But if she said, "This is what I really want to do," I'd like to think
you'd
I'd
be
supportive.
horrified. I think you'd not be supportive.
Well, Cappy, you have daughters. I mean, what do you think?
I would be mortified if they. Okay, but think about it slightly differently. Would you ever marry a lady who her background was she was a porn actress?
Probably not.
I don't think it would. I think Greg Didn't you date in a previous life someone who had done adult films?
It was more of a online situation, but
What is that right? And
like
did
she
you
was
was
not
that an
only
issue?
fans, but was
that an issue for you? Did you
model.
lose sleep over it at night?
It eventually became a problem. Yeah,
sure.
What do you mean?
So maybe I'm being naive.
Why? What, Greg? What happened? What was the problem?
No, just at some point it was just like, okay, I don't need you doing that anymore.
Oh, so she was still doing what she did.
Right. And I was okay with it for quite some time. Then I was like, I just not anymore with this.
What is it that she did? You said it wasn't OnlyFans. What was it?
No.
She did.
It's
She was a
basically the
cam
same.
model.
It was cams.
What's that mean?
That means
I've heard that it's like where people
OnlyFans
are
Cappy.
like solo, right?
Right. Yeah, they're on
solo
the screen,
and they're doing requests
and people
and stuff
are
like
By
that.
the way,
giving them tips and stuff.
Before the
It's
internet,
freaking hot.
Okay,
It is so hot.
before the internet was big. So
Cappy,
think,
you a freak, man.
think pre-internet.
Yeah, pre-internet.
I used to play basketball with these two guys.
Yep.
Two guys.
And they're great guys.
Great guys.
That created a company called Hot Body.
Mm-hmm.
And they made I don't think the company exists anymore, but for years, they made a lot of money on, so think about this, solo women strip teases that you would buy in hotels. So in other words, so think there is no internet.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the hotel, you're at the Ramada in Salt Lake City,
Yep.
whatever. And you look at what you could buy a movie. You could buy like whatever the movie with the month is. But if you went into the adult section, let's say it cost you $15.
Right.
Their videos cost $5.
Oh, really?
And they made a fortune.
Oh, good for them.
Wow. And
Why is
all
the
these
company not around anymore?
because I think you can get it on the
now
internet.
it's free on the internet.
But back then they said we're just going to do video strip teases.
Right.
And
it worked.
It made them a fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the olden times when you go to the video store and they'd have a curtain?
Yes.
Yeah. Behind the curtain section. If you're willing to go behind the curtain.
No, I don't. I don't remember that.
You don't,
No.
and you had to go behind the curtain, and you felt kind of dirty.
Right. You felt like Pee Wee Herman.
Like, ooh, I gotta go.
Yeah. Till nobody's watching.
And now video
And then
stores
you're
don't exist.
You're horrified when you come out of the section. You've got like 6 movies
in a brown paper bag.
Exactly. Yeah, those were the days.
Don't see my kink.
So,
all right, we're out of material.
Yeah, we're out.
We
done
gave
this.
you.
You're never out of material.
We gave you everything we had.
Awesome.
And
Yep.
emptied every story we knew. Cap, now it's up to you to do the same.
And we could talk for another 20 seconds, but
Or-
instead,
You never have to miss a moment of LA's